It's rivalry night. It's week 9 in the MHSAA's final week to get in or get out. Who's in the playoffs? We've got a rivalry in South Lyon. It's old. It's the OGs against the guys from the East, the Cougars, coming in to try to spoil the party tonight in the jungle. We're glad to have it right here on the Prep. Hello again, everybody. My name is Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick. Dave, Ben Holden standing by on the sidelines. Stick, we come into a rivalry tonight, and it means a little bit more than just a rivalry, a lot on the line.
Yeah, playoff appearances on the line. And it almost reminds me of what we called last week with Orchard Lake St. Mary's coming in, the dominant team, going up against a Brother Rice team that's struggled a little bit this season but needed the win to get into the playoffs. Just like we're looking at here, South Lyon 7-0, monster year. They're in. They're ready and locked and loaded, but they want to secure it tonight, going up against 4-4 South Lyon East. And you never know, rivalry games, they know each other, you know tendencies. Things can happen, Chad. We saw it last week.
And the Cougars have won 3 of the last 4 in this series, including the last 2. I mean, look, they feel confident in the series despite being the underdog tonight and despite being on the road. But Jacob Topp's boys are up against it. This is a really tough South Lyon unit.
Yeah, and it starts with them running the football, right? That wing T offense, they are going to run it left, they're going to run it right, they're going to run it left, right, and that's what they're going to do all night, too. You maybe throw 2 or 3 passes in there just to switch it up a little bit, but that's kind of the story of the game. Which team can stop the run tonight?
All right, a lot to get to. We'll get deeper into it with Ben Holden on the sidelines. Glad to have you in the jungle tonight in South Lyon. It's South Lyon East against South Lyon right here on the Prep. It's Gridiron Game Days, Game of the Week.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Jeff, thanks for your time. 16 years a head coach here. Every year is different. Every year you probably have a different identity for your team. What would you say is the identity of this team here in 2025?
Kind of going along with our fundamental this week is just the toughness of the kids and them embracing our new offense, as I've talked about earlier. But our ability to run the ball and basically control the game. So.
Offensively, you don't like to throw it. You're only thrown 32 passes all year. But something that I didn't know until just a few moments ago was the fact that you've only turned the ball over once. I hope I'm not the jinx tonight, but that is amazing. Yeah. How has your team been able to manage the ball? Obviously a big part of why you're 8-0.
Yeah, obviously we coach that in practice on a daily basis, and there's consequences when that happens.
I'm sure.
But doing what we do and having the kids that we have, being disciplined in what they do, I mean, that helps out a lot.
You have a lot of different players that carry the football, but talk to me about Newton. He's a special back, it seems like. His numbers are great. Yeah. What makes him tick? What makes him unique?
I don't think Tyler knows how good he is. He didn't start playing football till 8th grade.
Wow.
So football's still new to him, and it just comes natural. And I think what makes him good is his work ethic. He is a hard worker, really put in a lot of time in the offseason this year in the weight room. I think that's what really has contributed to his success.
Another player that we talked with when you joined us earlier in the week is Gannon Lamati. Very unique story. Share that and what a weapon he is in a lot of different areas for your team. What are his biggest attributes?
I just think how physical and athletic he is. He's got that great combination, and he can run. He's one of the sprinters on the track team and their relay teams, and he started out as a quarterback in our program, and it was pretty good at it too. Yeah. But then just decided, hey, I don't want to be a quarterback, And last year he started at safety as a sophomore and really kind of cemented what he's doing right now. And his off-season work and everything that he's done has put him where he is too.
Great. We're looking forward to seeing him play. Last thing for you, Michigan State play tomorrow. What side are you on? I'll ask you that first.
I'm a Tennessee fan.
So you don't care?
I don't care.
Got it.
Yeah.
Around here,
I'm actually going to Tennessee, Kentucky on Saturday.
Are you
so
really?
It's in Lexington, so it's a close drive.
You've been here long enough to know in this state that game matters. It means everything. Yep. And talking to you and talking to Jacob, it sounds like this game has a Michigan State feel to it, mainly because the uniqueness of this to me these kids all play together in the Panther program that those of us that live here know how good that is. Why is it special to you tonight?
Yeah, I think it's very unique to our community, just because of that. The kids grow up together, they grow up playing together, and then they're separated at middle school or after middle school.
Right.
But I think it's a great game for our community, and there's a lot of passion on both sides at both schools. I think that's what makes it special. So.
Last thing I promise, biggest keys for you tonight in this game.
Don't turn the ball over. And just we're looking to establish our run game and control the ball.
Thanks for the time, Jeff, and the hospitality and everything this week.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You bet. Thanks. Thanks, Jeff.
All right.
Well, Jacob, the last week of the regular season, it could not be more on the line for you and your program. 4-4, you need a win to get into the playoffs, and you're playing your crosstown rival. So what's the mindset of your team here tonight entering this one?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have to focus. That's where we struggled at times throughout the year. Is we've been pretty good when we've been focused and executing, and there have been times where we haven't been very good and we haven't done those things. So as long as we focus and execute, feel good about our chances, but obviously we got to do that.
Every year is different. I like to ask coaches this, especially when we don't see them all the time. The identity of this team, what would you say the identity of the 2025 South Lyon East Cougars is?
Resilient, I guess. There are a couple games where obviously let some leads get away. Then we go into week 6, and win a back and forth one there. It's been up and down. We've had injuries. We've had some back and forth games. Some we won, some we've lost. And I feel like we've stuck together as a team. I feel like our guys have done a good job being resilient, being good teammates, sticking together, continuing to fight and work together and play together. And so hopefully, that's our identity.
When we talked earlier in the week, you mentioned your captains. I'm going to single one of them out, Jackson Gokenauer. What's special and unique about him, and what are his biggest attributes to your football team?
He's good. Yeah, that's it. He's good. Yeah, he's a good football player. No, he's a 3-year starter, right? So he's got a lot of football experience. He's a 2-year starter at tight end as well, right? So again, the guy's played a lot of football snaps. He's a good athlete, right? I mean, he's just sort of one of those guys that's good in space, catches the ball well, has a good feel for it. He's a long, athletic kid. So I mean, just a number of things that he's good as a football player that just allow him, especially in those roles, outside linebacker, tight end, where being versatile is obviously a strength.
Jaden Saavedra is an interesting story for your team, too. He's been around your program now, I think, for 3 years, if I'm correct on that. I am, you're telling me. So kind of walk us through that, and secondly, what does he add to your team here the last few weeks of the season for you?
Yeah, so obviously we're glad to have him back here. Obviously had a interesting senior season. We're not playing early on, but able to finish the year with us. He's very competitive, very tough, fiery guy, physical football player. So he adds a dimension to us in terms of toughness, in terms of competitiveness, in terms of probably add some confidence to our guys, considering the level of football player he is. So really excited to have him back.
You and Jeff both told us this is like Michigan State. It's that weekend for them tomorrow in East Lansing. Tell us why it's that way in your eyes between these two schools, the rivalry, and what makes it that way.
Yeah, well, it's a little unique for our kids, right? They play Panthers football, so they play youth football all together. They go to middle school together, right? It's not like this middle school goes that school and this middle school goes that school. It's split 50-50 down the middle. Yep. So these are guys that if they've gone to school with, played football with their whole lives. So it's a little bit different and unique in that rivalry in the sense of like there's a lot of guys across town that our guys are very close with and vice versa. Mm-hmm. And that's just, it's a rivalry, but at the same time, a lot of our guys are close to these guys and just makes it a little bit different, a little bit unique, the way our school system's set up, the way our youth football program's set up.
Last thing for you. You've won the last 2, 3 of the last 4 on your watch. What will it take tonight to make it another win for the Cougars here?
Yeah, I think it goes back to what I said at the beginning. Focused, execute. They do a style of football where you can stop them, and then you're not unfocused, you're not executing. You miss an assignment defensively, your eyes aren't in the right place, and it's score, right? I mean, so it's similar. Their T is similar to an option where it's assignment football, it's disciplined football, and so we have to do that in order to get stops. And then offensively, right, we have to be balanced, right? We've got to be able to run the football, throw the football when needed, play physical, and execute.
You bring me to another question. I did Army's games for 9 years, and it brought me to a thing that I want to ask you. The preparation is different. Yep. So scout team, was that a completely different week for you guys in prep against their offense, what you're going to see?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, and that's one of the things that's good for them, and it's tough because it's tough to replicate. It's hard for the scout team to replicate the execution, the tempo of it, the speed, how smooth they run the operation. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge for the scout team early on in the week. It wasn't great. By the end of the week, we felt like they did a pretty good job by the end of the week. But again, you're getting 1 to 2 days of, where you're running it well, whereas obviously they're running it all year. So that's always one of the challenges is playing a team like this that runs that system well on just 1 week of prep.
Thanks for this. Thanks for your help all week. Good luck tonight. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back to the jungle. It's Gridiron Game Day. It's Chad Bush and Sam Stick Day. Ben Holden standing by. But let's get to the impact players. Several in this ball game, but we'll start first with South Lyon East and their impact players. Stick, who do you got for us?
Yeah, it starts with number 8, Jackson Gokenauer. He is the tight end, linebacker, dual threat on both sides of the football. Kind of, it's a cliche to say it, but he's the heart and soul of the team. As he goes, that is how it is going to go tonight.
All right, we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the impact player for South Lyon. We'll have Ben Holden and the kick from the jungle. Thanks for watching Gridiron Game Day. We're the prep.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596 0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
The Lions will have their share of impact players as well, including a fellow that we'll see with a rock quite a bit tonight. Stick, tell us about him.
Yeah, Gannon Lamati. Make sure you put that E on the end, baby. Long, athletic, Big Ten has some interest in him. He's really just popping off recently, too, so he's getting a lot of attention, and South Lyon needs him to have a big game here tonight.
All right. That young man's had a huge impact. So has Ben Holden already on this game with his jacket. It's been a big impact. Ben standing by. Betty, what do you got for us? Welcome to the show tonight.
Well, great for having me here, guys. I've always appreciated to get a chance to work with you guys. And thanks to you, Chad, for the jacket. I feel like Evel Knievel down here. But all kidding aside, I do want to mention, too, the scheduling department did a great job. I live about a mile away from here, and I can tell you that this community is one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing communities in all of the state of Michigan. Each of these schools have 1,200 kids in the high schools. They're separated by about 5.5 miles. And the thing that makes this so unique is all these players, up until they get to high school, they play together in the Panthers program here in South Lyon. It's a long-running youth program. It helps them develop. And now, though, tonight, there's no loyalty either way. It's the loyalty to your school in the 19th all-time meeting as South Lyon East, as you guys have
The series, Stick, what's it going to take tonight for South Lyon East to come in and make this thing not only a game, but try to lock down a win and get in the playoffs?
Well, we talked about it early on. Stopping the run is probably the biggest thing that they got to do. Coming with that Delaware wing tee, if they can put a stop to that, force them to maybe throw some passes, maybe force some turnovers, but you got to make some plays, and you got to force South Lyon to come and make bigger plays.
And if you're South Lyon, who won the toss, they're going to defer, they're going to kick off. What are their keys in this rivalry game?
Just steady. Just stay steady. You've been doing it all season long. You're senior-led. You have the experience. You have the talent. Just do what you know how to do and come out and take care of business.
The Lions coming off a 56-7 win last week over Wyandotte. South Lyon East has lost 2 in a row, including last week's drubbing by Western 41-14. The kick is in the end zone, and we will see the South Lyon East offense. And you mentioned the importance of South Lyon East doing some things offensively. And you mentioned the key, Jackson Gokenauer is one of the tight ends, but who else can we expect to see get the football in this ball game?
Well, you can expect to see two different quarterbacks in the football game, too. That is going to be interesting. Giovannini and then, of course, Fox. And you look at their stats, they're almost identical. 494 yards, 398, 4 touchdowns apiece. And then Clay is also somebody that you're going to see rushing the football. 9 touchdowns on the season.
All right, here we go. We will start the ball game with number 12 under center, and that is Giovannini. And Giovannini will hand off left side and going nowhere. It's a tackle for loss. And tackled by number 50, that is Declan Schlosky. So that's a loss of about 3 on the play. And this is a stingy South Lyon defense. They gave up just 14 points the last 2 weeks, Stick. They've got some impact players up front. These guys know each other well. It's a senior-led team.
Yeah, both sides of the ball for South Lyon, honestly. Their offensive line, that was the first person the coach wanted to highlight, was the whole line.
Yeah. You look at the offensive line for the Cougars and Mazer and Bush. Bush their best up front. I'm not saying that because it's the same last name. There's a carry right side. Watch out, big hole. First down and more up to the 40-yard line. And that is Tanner Adam, a senior that you wouldn't expect to have a burst play like that. But it's a big one to get the Cougars out of Dodge.
Okay, maybe there'll be 3 quarterbacks playing tonight because that was just a little simple option play. He was able to keep it, find a hole up the middle. A little bit of over pursuit from South Lyon's defense on that.
On the tackle, number 25, that's Tyler Newton. There's the receivers and backs. You see Saavedra, who's come back the last couple weeks, the catcher, the commit to Bowling Green. Frazier, Adam, who you saw, Gokenauer, and Sam Johnson, the talented tight end. So, 1st and 10 from the 41 after the big gash and gain. In the gun, right hash, just underway. Play action fake, looking deep, down the middle of the field, well covered and incomplete. They were trying to go to Ben Frazier on the play action, but South Lyon stayed home and defended it well, Stick.
Yeah, that's almost when you're just committed to the play, like, all right, this is going to be a deep throw no matter what, because that was well covered by South Lyon. Double coverage all over them. I would not probably have thrown that pass. Maybe take the check down on that one.
Yep. There's the defensive line, a really good one. It's a 3-4 front at times. R.J. Green, Kirky, Schlotsky up front along with Mosh. For the defensive 4, the linebackers, Lamati, who Stick mentioned, Johnny Michaels in the middle, whose father is the AD at South Lyon East. It's an interesting twist. 2nd down, turn, hand, give, right side, room off right tackle for 6. It's a healthy gain by Jaden Saavedra, who just came back and already making an impact, Stick.
Yeah, and he is a big, thick fella, one of the best catchers in the state, and this kid is just a pure athlete. You always love the multiple sport athletes.
So that'll set up a 3rd and mid as you get a look at the DBs and Wiedenfeller, McGlinch, Noka, and Hamlet, the talented back end for South Lyon. A perfect 8-0, and they're under the tutelage of Dave Crispin, their defensive coordinator. 3rd and mid, first big play of the ball game from the 46. Rolling left, pressure, steps up, throws, and that ball is incomplete. Well covered pressure from the backside, but Giovannini was too tall with that one. He was looking for Ben Frazier.
Yeah, South Lyon brought the blitz, 2 people from the left side, you called it, rolling out to his left, unable to complete that pass. That drive just kind of comes to a stall because of 2 long passes when they've kind of beaten them up the middle and running the football.
Lamati will boot it away from his own 35. It's a spiral, and that's going to roll back and is taken at the 24. And taken upfield by Lamati, and he's going to have room up to the 40. So how about the return for Gannon Lamati? You said he was an impact player, Stick. You weren't lying.
Yeah, you were kind of lying, though. He didn't have room. He made room. He just started running through people. He got the ball in his hands, and he decided, you know what, I'm going to pick up an extra 15.
So that's where South Lyon will start. Good field position. And it's an offense that's been very effective. It is an offense that's new this year. Skylar McGlinch. It's the Delaware wing tee. They're used to going in the snap. They're used to going spread. Now it's tight. It's double tight, and this is our first look at it here. Inside handoff in the give, and it's for a couple. It was DeSpiller, I believe, the fullback. Make it Stojanovic, and it's just a gain of maybe a half yard.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the Delaware tee. You got to tackle pretty much everybody through the line of scrimmage every time, and eventually something's going to pop. And that's the key to the game. You got to stay disciplined if you're the linebackers for East.
Again, double tight. It's a counter. It's handoff left side. It's a drive up across the 45 to the 46.
And honestly, that's an ideal play. If you can get 4 to 5 yards every single carry, they're just going to do that up and down the field all day long. It limits the offense on the other side of the ball from even touching it and getting on the field.
3rd and 4. There you see the offensive line with Anderson, Schlotsky, Green, Mink, and Mosh. For South Lyon, they've had a great year rushing the football. Newton, Stojanovic, the main ball carriers. Noka receiver, Lamati on the wing, and Michaels at the tight end spot. Handoff, wide run right, has the corner, has the first down and more. It's a power run for more. It's Tyler Newton, and he's got a first down into Cougar territory on this first drive of the game for the undefeated Lions.
Yeah, that's the first time they really attacked the edge, and I would expect Skylar McGlinch to keep one of those coming up too, because he was wide open coming off that handoff.
Yes, he was.
I'm sure the offensive coordinator saw that as well.
Yes,
and if
sir.
he didn't, I hope he's watching the prep.
It's a talented coaching staff led by Jeff Henson. There's a run left side, watch out! Lamati down the sideline, they'll never get him! From 44 yards out, Gannon Lamati, the junior, strikes first in this battle for South Lyon.
Well, they went to the right side on the outside, got a nice gain. They said, all right, let's try the left side this time. And Lamati just took that ball and outran everybody. Wide open on the edge, easy touchdown.
For Lamati, that's his 11th rushing touchdown of the year. It's his 13th touchdown overall. He's got a defensive one. He's got a receiving one. Lamati does it all. He's come on the scene, and this kid's special. At a 44-yard sprint, and that makes it a 6-0 start. Here comes Stojanovic to add the extra point. Very automatic this year, the talented kicker, maybe the most talented Stojanovic, and that one is blasted to Novi. All right, 7-0 with 7:41 to go. We'll take a timeout on the prep. We're back with more on Gridiron Game Day after this. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Well, it was a quick strike for South Lyon. The Lions get in the end zone on the 44-yard touchdown run from Gannon Lamati, the junior. His 13th of the year. It leads the team. It was a 1-minute, 42-second drive. It took 4 plays, 56 yards. And Lamati in the end zone 44 yards later in the short drive for Jeff Henson in this offense.
There you get a look at Stojanovic. We were talking about him. His brothers are playing at Colorado and other big-time college schools, and he may be the most talented of them all, Chad.
How about that? The Stojanovic family, of course, his father, Billy, that played in the professional ranks. Pete, his uncle. But this is maybe the best child of Billy, the best athlete, and he can do it kicking, he can do it running the football and blocking.
Redefining the term little brother.
That's right, on Little Brother Weekend.
Yeah.
So here comes South Lyon East. Look, they had a couple of plays that were explosive that worked, and then South Lyon's defense bent but didn't break.
Yeah, they tried those deep passes, and it kind of put their drive into a stall when they didn't complete them.
So now we'll see the other quarterback, and that's Fox. So 15 Fox should be in the game, and he is. There's a handoff left side. This is Saavedra, and he's got a couple of yards before he's tackled.
And that's where they've been most successful on their first drive, just kind of hitting the tackle edges and running it right at South Lyon. I mean, South Lyon's big, they're strong, they're fast, but sometimes the best way to defeat those guys, go right at them. Don't try to get to the edges.
Yeah. South Lyon started the year with a 42-14 win over Lakeland. They would drounce Kettering and Northern in back-to-back shutouts and then take out Milford 43-20. Their biggest test perhaps was on the road at Western, and they beat them 24-21 on a Stojanovic field goal. Run right side, and this is for a couple more. It'll set up 3rd and 5. This is what South Lyon East wanted to do, establish the run. Carter Yerkunis, the ball carrier here.
Yeah, that's going to be big for them. I mean, running the ball in this game is going to define who wins the game. So far, obviously, South Lyon has the major upper hand with that last big run. But South Lyon East, they can't go away from it. You saw what happened on that last drive. They went away from it, and the drive stalled out.
So Fox will try to lead this drive on the year. He's got 4 touchdowns through the air and 400 yards passing. 10 of 67 from the ground, and a 3rd and 5 here. 4 wide receivers left. He'll take it himself. He'll try up the middle, and he's got the first down to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and so Fox, not known for his legs, gets it moving up the middle and keeps the chains a-moving.
Yeah, and I like that call. It's a designed quarterback run. You've shown that you will throw the ball down the field, so the safeties and the DBs have to respect it. And there you go. Free 5 yards, pick up the first down, and keep the chains moving. You know, win little small wins.
Yep. So it does keep the clock moving, keeps that dangerous Delaware tee off the field. Or a lot of running clock in this game. We do not expect a lot of passing. There's a run right side. It's Clay. Cuts back inside of the 40, and he's up to the 47-yard line. This is a nice burst from Clay, their leading rusher, with 660 yards on the year. And this is more of what the Cougars want. They want more Clay.
Yeah, showing a little Jahmyr Gibbs action, too. A little cutback. Oja had a shot at taking him down right there, but nope, put that foot in the ground and got past him.
So move the chains. That's already their 4th first down of this game. So that's going to make Jacob Top, the Strongsville, Ohio native, smirk a little bit. Twins to the right. Gokenauer in the slot left. It's Fox leading drive number 2. Hand off to Clay. Going to bounce out, going to bounce in, and he'll squirt forward for 3 to the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 2.
That was a nice run, though, for a gain of 2.
Yeah,
he was dead to rights in the backfield. Look at that, who bursted through. That hole was done. He was able to cut back, have some vision, and spin his way to pick up 2 or 3. Was that Lane busting through?
I think you're right.
Lane had a shot at him. So good vision on both the last 2 runs for East.
Yep.
And I learned something. They don't just call it South Lyon, Chad. They call it old. They just say old.
But you can't call South Lyon East new, we're told. It's
right.
just East.
It's East and old.
Yep. Now we're learning.
Thank you to Glenn Bradburn for that information.
You bet. Right to left. Play action. Fox keeps it. Barrels forward. Has short of the first down. He got to the 45. Now he has it. So 2nd and 3rd effort, and the Gritty Cougars starting to move the ball. That's the 2nd first down run for Tanner Adam out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they are running a 3-quarterback system tonight, Chad, because they put him right back there in the shotgun position, and he faked the handoff and went right up the middle for the first down, and tough yards at the end, too, to fight for those sticks.
Yep. Adam already with 25 yards on 2 carries in this game. On the year, 5 touchdowns for him. It's a underclassmen-led Cougar team. Just 8 seniors on their roster. 22 seniors made the PA announcer go for a little more honey after the pregame. 22 seniors. Saavedra gets flung forward for 4. They'll mark him at the 40, but the Cougars are moving some people up front, and this is what they wanted to do.
Yeah, good job by Carter McGlinch here, though, making sure this wasn't a bigger game, because Saavedra had a chance. If he gets to the outside, he's going, and I'm sorry, that is number 11, Weidenfeller.
So wide right comes Gorchak. Fox hands off, Saavedra out, cuts inside his tackle, and he's got a nice 6 or 7. He is short of the first down. It'll bring up 3rd and short as the Cougars move it and the clock rolls under 3 minutes. 7-0 Lions on top, trying to stay undefeated.
South Lyon seeing something, South Lyon East, I'm sorry, seeing something on that left side because they ran the pretty much exact same play 2 plays in a row with Saavedra. See if they run it again or run something counter off of it.
Enoch, the left guard, has gotten a lot of play. And Beecher, the left tackle. Let's see if they go after him again. It's 3rd and 2 from the 36. Fox under center, some confusion, and he'll lose yards on the play. All the way back to the 38-yard line. It's a loss of 3 on the play, and it's a disaster for the Cougars. The Lions blow it up on 3rd and short.
It's almost like they tried to run a little Delaware T, little, fake handoff, and it just got blown up in the backfield. I don't know if the quarterback was supposed to turn to his left. Instead, he turned to his right. And that is some problems.
Looked like he ran into Chase Hamilton trying to run that.
It looked like he was trying to be a lead blocker, but it also looked like he was trying to hand it off to him. Either way, It didn't look right.
So 4th and 6. South Lyon East is without their kicker, who's a really good one. He was injured last week, and their backup solid too, but no high school kicker's going to line up for a 60-yarder. So timeout on the field, we'll take it with them. So with 1:25 to go, a 4th and 6 awaits us in the jungle. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown, Warriors! What a cut.
Chad and Stick back with you. Ben Holden standing by. Right now it's a 7-0 game, but South Lyon East has a 4th down play and 6.
Well, just like you just pointed out, they have about 6 or 7 6-yard plays already.
That's right. So chunk plays have been there. Fox in the gun with motion left to right. And there's movement up front. And we'll see where the false start. And it is, so that will move back. So now a 4th and 11, and this just might force Jacob Top into a punt.
Yep, he is setting in the punt unit. So 40 yards on that drive. Ends up being, what, 30? Because of a couple penalties and a big negative play at the end.
Well, and they ate up a lot of clock on the drive, which is, you keep this team off and maybe pin them down inside. What number? So the punt's a good one and a fair catch called for at the 15-yard line. The punt was by number 22, Drew Gorchak, the junior wide receiver. And so South Lyon will start at their own 16-yard line. They had a productive first drive. We saw about what we expected in the burst play. It was a drive, though, for South Lyon East that, look, if you're South Lyon, you feel really good about forcing a punt on that drive.
Yeah, you definitely do. You get the ball back and, on your first possession, like you were saying, a lot of success.
There you see Johnson and Mazer along with Parks up front for this 3-4 front for the Cougars. All right, first down from the 16, inside handoff. It's a good one. It's a burst up the middle, and it's for 10.
It's almost like South Lyon just tests the waters, right? On their first drive, we're going to run right, we're going to run left, we're going to go outside, we're going to go outside again. And that time, they went right up the middle with Stojanovic. And you talked about it, a fullback and a kicker. Yeah. We've called a lot of high school football games, Chad. Have you ever seen that combination?
It's a rare one.
I like it. That means he's a nasty kicker.
I do too. He's a player. It's nice we can put a kicker back there that has those kinds of things they understand. So, handoff left side, and the edge is set, but not tackled. Still on his feet and finally wrestled out of bounds. And that's Stojanovic again. Make it Tyler Newton the ball carrier. Newton has been their guy that's done so much this year. 878 yards coming in.
Yeah, good job by Brody Petty on that play, breaking it up in the backfield. He didn't make the tackle, but he made the play.
Yes. Of course, Lamati, the number 2 rusher, with over 450 yards on the year. There's a drive off left guard. It's a run for not much. It'll set up 3rd and forever, and that'll take us to the end of the quarter. Timeout on the field. We're back with Ben Holden and his update in his hometown when we come back. Let's go down the field to Ben Holden, standing by with the report. Benny boy.
Hey, Chad Stick, thanks so much. And I got an injury update down here. Johnny Michaels is out of the game. His pads are off. He came out in a lot of pain late in that first quarter. The trainer was working with him. It does not look like he's going to return, but that's the latest down here on the injury front. Now, I want to talk about South Lyon legend Bob Schlosky. He's known as the Godfather. He's coached football and sports in high school and college for 59 years. He's still actively part of their coaching staff. A couple of years ago, he thought about coming back. He went to Jeff Henson. They talked. This year, they brought him back. He is on the headset during the game with Alan Stalter, their longtime offensive coordinator. And one thing Alan said to me was, when I talked to him pregame, he said, I can tell you this, Ben, he hasn't changed. He doesn't want us to pass the football. South Lyon has only thrown the ball 32 times this season. They've completed 22 of those. And by the way, they've only turned it over once this season. Bob Schlosky, the Godfather, back with his proud program here in South Lyon.
Outstanding, Ben. Great report. Good to see you. Yeah, 59 years of coaching. You called it right. The Godfather of coaching in South Lyon State. His son, Jim Schlosky, is on the sidelines as well as a coach, and he's the father of Declan, who is the center and defensive lineman.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
cool.
awesome to have that family lineage, and it's cool to be able to track that back too. Because I know, your dad was a heck of a player too in high school. Then he had 2 sons that were heck of a players in high school, and it's always fun to be able to tell those stories and compare those stories too around a campfire.
That's right, especially when you got the whole team's attention, and
right,
you can relive it.
Yep.
And you're a legend, and there's so many memories. So a celebration tonight for South Lyon. Not only their 8-0 season, but they're trying to stay perfect tonight to do some things special. And they've done it under Jeff Henson, who's done a great job and led them to 8-0. And look, last year 4-5, 4 wins. 2 years ago, 2 wins. But Jeff Henson in his 10th year has led the Lions back to the promised land and the top of the LVC. 1,200 students. Division II, they got the most points in Division II right now. Of course, missed the playoffs last year, 5th in the LVC. That's a long time ago. Number 1 atop the points. Number 4 in the state of Michigan in Division II this past week. And Tommy Donovan, a proud 2023 grad and a guy that's doing some great things. All League, All Conference. He's for the Redbirds of Illinois State right now. A proud program of South Lyon who made it all the way back in '95 to the state finals in the Silverdome. They want to get back there this season as well, Stick. The roll right, McGlinch in trouble, has to throw it away to a coach that missed the pass. And the girls on the sidelines, the cheerleaders, will avoid that ball like the plague. All right, incomplete, and that is punting time.
You know, there is the kicker's curse, but also Ben Holden brings up, hey, they don't ever pass. And what do right out of the break?
Threw it.
They pass. Catch them off guard. Didn't quite work that time.
We've got a scoring update. The KLAA Championship is going on in Belleville. It's Howell 14, Belleville 6. And Howell looking to add more. They're first and goal with 2 minutes to go in the first. Evan Stockton and Eric Pate on the call. That's a high snap. And a great job by the punter to hold on, corral it, and get it off. Look at this punt. Are you kidding me? How about this effort? Could have been blocked. What an amazing effort by the young man. Is that 34?
It was like an 80-yard punt, Chad. Like, he punted it perfectly to where he got the roll, and it landed, and it rolled probably about an extra 30 yards. Look at that thing. Just a perfect spin on it. And a great job handling that high snap.
Brody Tackett, the young man with a talented play, one of the juniors. 51 yards, says Pat the stat.
Yeah, but, like, let's be honest. He was 10 yards behind the line. That was a 61-yard punt.
Hey, you know what? You take that up with Pat the stat. I've had enough arguments with my dad over the years. You take that one up with him. You're next to him
That's
tonight.
a 61-yard punt.
Fair enough.
It's in the books.
Pat. Fine. We'll take it. Call it 56.
We'll meet in the middle.
All right. I like that. Here we go. From the 22. East with the basketball. My goodness.
Almost
with a
time.
Football.
Almost time, Chad.
And the handoff right side is a good one. That's Clay again, who started to heat up. A kid who's gone over 700 yards on the year just gets another burst play. Move the chains, first down.
Are they giving him the first down? Or are they marking him just shy? Should be a first down.
It is a first down.
Okay. Just a little slow getting there.
Yeah, they're a little slow tonight in South Lyon. They've got, look, it's week 9. They've had a long season. They're undefeated. Give them a break.
And you got a player down.
And they got a player down. Player down, timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. Just 30 seconds into this second quarter in the jungle. Thanks for hanging. We're the Prep. Back with more after this.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Michael's out of the game. First and 10 from the 33. Chad and Stick back with you. So the rotation goes back to Gia Vianini, but really the man right now with all the smoke and the rock is Clay. He totes it again up the right sideline, and he's got about 3 or 4 again before he's forced out of bounds. How about Clay coming on the scene and toting the pill?
Yeah, and here you get a nice look, a great angle from our camera crew, just trying to use his speed to get to the outside. Good job, though, by South Lyon, able to stretch it out. That is Colin Kirky.
Yep. Kirky, one of their better D linemen, sets that edge. 6'1", 190. Tight formation. Twins to the right to the short side of the field. The Giovannini turn, give, spin, and it's another chunk play of 5. Up to the 40. Call it a gain of 4. It'll set up a 3rd and short. But the run game has been established a little bit tonight, and it's been from multiple characters. Jacob Top said, look, it's got to be from multiple people. It can't just be one guy like Clay. It's got to be multiples.
No, they've thrown Tanner Adam in the mix at quarterback, using him as kind of a wrinkle and just, moving the ball. They've done, except they just keep bogging down once they get to the other side of the 50. But give their defense credit. They got them the ball back, and now they have a chance here to go down and tie this game.
Timeout on the field with 10-11 to go. We'll keep it right here. Don't forget, next week the playoffs begin. We do not know where we're going to go, but we'll have a game for you. This is the South Lyon East Cougars, 4-4 on the year, 4-3 out of the LVC. 1,200 students, both schools about 1,200 kids. Division II, they're on the cusp. They might get in, they might not. They really want to win this game. Caleb Gash, he's one of their notable alums, a 23 grad, and a guy that helped East to a school record 7 wins when he was a senior. His dad, of course, Sam Gash, played 12 years in the NFL. He's at Michigan State playing defensive back. Last year, the South Lyon East team 4th in the LVC, 6 wins. Jacob Top trying to get him back. He said, look, if you'd have told me before the year started, you're going to finish 5-4, you're going to make the playoffs, I'd be like, okay. But it's not sit great with him. You could just tell by him discussing that. He did expect big things from this team, and their script is not totally written yet. They've got a chance tonight to really entrench themselves in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's all about how you're going into the playoffs, right? And if you're going in on a roll, knocking off a 7-0 team, feeling good about yourself, that momentum can carry you to Ford Field.
You bet. Giovannini with 4 wide. Back to pass, got a man, out route, caught near the first down marker. He's down. That is not a fumble. That is not a fumble. He is a yard short of the first down. So this is in the gray area. Do you go for it? We'll see what Jacob Top does. Here's another look at the play.
But I like this. See, the first 2 passes, I told you, he felt like committed to throwing that deep ball. This time, he found the guy wide open underneath, able to pick up a decent amount of yards and give you a shot at this 4th down. Is that Gogenauer?
Yep, Gogenauer with a catch. 4th down. So again, this is, of course, a space where you try to draw the other team off sides. A little tempo here. Under center. Giovannini going for it. Straight ahead, and he got it. First down. Got it by a half yard, not by much, but moved the chains. That is a first down, and a gutsy 4th down call at that.
Doing the old John Madden. Well, it's a left foot spot or a right foot spot. That kind of dictates it was a first down, but they gave him the left foot spot, and he got the first down.
That's the fireplug Saavedra, who just came on the scene a couple games back. Wasn't going to play football this year. He's a baseball commit to Bowling Green, and he got the itch, and he came back, and he's made somewhat of an impact already. 1st and 10, move the chains. 9 minutes to go until the break. What a dandy from South Lyon. Undefeated Lions trying to stay that way. 5-yard carry by the quarterback Giovannini, tackled by McRoberts. It was Tanner Adam, my bad, in the Wildcat formation. Good catch.
He's taken quite a few snaps from behind center tonight, and he's kind of been their most productive quarterback. He's been running the ball well every time he gets the ball in his hands.
Yep. Kirky and McRoberts active on that defensive side for South Lyon. It's been a stingy defense this year. Most points they gave up were 21 to Walled Lake Western back in week 5. That was a win over Western, 24-21. There's a fumble. Clay dropped the football and picked it back up. And he's down after a loss. It's a loss of about 4. But somehow picked it up off the turf and kept running again.
I mean, that's when the coach is telling you, just fall on the ball, young man. You don't need to bend over and try to pick up this ball and let everybody else get their hands on it. Look at this. I mean, great awareness, but I don't know how he was able to pick that up and get through.
So I want to ask you, when there's 2 different quarterbacks,
3
different quarterbacks, I mean, there's a lot of different handoff rhythms. When you're a running back getting the ball, how important is it to know the dude that's handing the ball off to you and how he likes to put it in your belly?
I mean, I'll defer to you on that. You were the running back in college. When you got different guys handing you the ball, it obviously feels different. And I was a fullback once upon a time, and, you know, if it's not just – you almost want it knocking the wind out of you, thrown in your gut like that.
It's got to feel snug.
Yep.
3rd down and 9. Giovannini throw it, and it's picked off at the 48. Rylan Oya with a pick. The junior defensive back forces the turnover.
Yeah, just a poor throw by the quarterback, falling off his back foot and just couldn't get a ton on it, and that's why it didn't get to the wide receiver in time. It just fell short. A great job by Oa.
Riker Oya with the pick, Johnny on the spot, and he dove back to make that play and to jump in front of Gokenauer. That was quite the effort. So, another drive stalled. And this time by the first turnover of the game. Skylar McGlinch, left side. This is Newton, and Newton is forced out at about the line of scrimmage. Great pursuit setting the edge across the way for the Cougars. And
yeah, they just kept stretching that play and stretching that play and stretching that play.
There you see their leader defensively in Gokenauer, along with Hamilton, Roslinski, and Pennington. A solid 4 linebackers, and then the back end also very talented with Hudgens, Yerkunis, Lane, and Clay, the 2A. There's a jet sweep right side and tied up and twisted down at the mid-stripe. Tackled down by Hamilton, and the ball carrier was the other number 84. That's Lamati, the big play guy.
Yeah, that's the same play they scored that 44-yard touchdown run on and tried to run it again on them. But, you know, credit South Lyon East. They learned, they adapted, and they stopped it.
Yep. Hamilton, a fine linebacker, the junior. He's had a fine year defensively. And he leads them with 58 tackles coming into play. Timeout on the field, timeout Lions. We'll take it with them. 6:05 to go from the jungle. The Lions trying to stay perfect in Week 9 is head to the playoffs with the most points in the state in Division II. Watch out, St. Mary's. Back with more after this. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. That's Jeff Henson, the former Tartar of Wayne State and the Lincoln Park native. He's in the Hall of Fame for the Lincoln Park Rail Splitters. He's a good one, good man. Played for Brian Van Gorder, former Wayne State Tartar head coach. And we'll get more into that. There's a tackle in the backfield. Is that a fumble? No, it's not. But it's a stop on downs and a 4th down and punting time for the Lions. Another solid defensive play for the Cougars.
Yeah, just absolutely blown up in the backfield. Is that big number 98? We don't have him on our sheet. I wish I did, though, because I would love to give that young man some credit.
Yeah. So, Brody Tackett, the junior, to punt it and gets it away at the 36. There was pressure, and it's fair caught.
He does a great job, though, of putting that front spin on that football. And that one was end over end as well. If that hits the ground, it's rolling once again.
Yep. Gorchek with a fair catch. We've got a scoring update going on. Jeff Henson, back to Jeff. And we told you played at Wayne State, but he's really done a fabulous job here, Stick, of building this program. Look, I mean, what he's done to keep things intact. 2 wins a couple years ago, 4 wins last year, and now this year, a perfect season. But South Lyon East on the move. This is Tanner Adam again in the Wildcat, and he's been effective as that 3rd quarterback in that Wildcat look.
I mean, can we even call it a Wildcat at this point? It just seems like he's a quarterback. He's one of the quarterbacks.
Yeah. He has done it on the ground. Solid in this game.
Yeah,
5 touchdowns on the ground this year. Sorry, Stick.
No, you're fine. They send 2 lead blockers right in front of him, and he's a strong kid and just keeps gaining yards.
Cougars having their way up front against this tough Lyon front. Another block, another bounce outside, and another gash of 6 yards and a first down. This time it's Saavedra.
Yeah, see, that time Tanner Adams just handed the ball off, too. So, I mean, he's playing full-blown quarterback. Look at just a quick little stutter handoff, and 75 out leading the way.
Yep.
A nice stiff arm there.
McGlinch on the tackle along with Oya.
Oh, yeah.
Oya, Oya, eh. 2 wide receivers in the gun. Is Fox, hands off right side, Clay bounces outside, has the 40, has the 45, and has a first down to the 41.5. Clay again with a chunk play, and the Cougars starting to churn it up.
And his vision is just insane. I thought that was a wrong move, trying to get to the outside. There's 2 defenders that he has to run around, but he's got the speed, he's got the vision, and then he's got the power at the end. Look at that, absorbing the hit and picking up the first down.
Moves the ball up to the 46-yard line. Tanner Adam stays in the game. There's a low snap picked up by Clay. Johnny on the spot and has a 3-yard gain on a play that might have been a fumble and a turnover on downs. Clay should play shortstop on the baseball team. My goodness.
To be able to pick it up off the field like that twice in this game already. Look, it just gets through the quarterback's leg and bounces right to Clay.
Man. Corbin Fox, the quarterback. So 2nd and 7 with the broken play. Meanwhile, Howell leads Belleville 29-6.
Whoa.
And looking to win the KLAA back-to-back years. Fox looking deep down the middle of the field, and that is nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted. Well covered by Carter McGlinch. And again, Fox throws it into double coverage. Nobody was open there.
Well, I mean, they sent the blitz, and they still did great on the coverage on the back end. But, yeah, Fox just seems to be committed. All right, we got a guy going deep. I'm throwing it to him, no matter how many yellow jerseys are around him. And hasn't worked so far. Maybe it'll work later in the game.
Yeah. Both numbers in the quarterbacks pretty even, as you pointed out. Giovannini's thrown for 500. Fox has thrown for 400. But few less attempts. But Fox looks to be the runner a little bit more.
Adam is back in the game now.
Adam has definitely been the runner. We'll see what they do here on 3rd and 7. Perhaps 4-down territory. It's Adam up the right side, and he's near the first down marker. He needed 7. He's out at the 45. It's 4th down and a yard. So 4th and a half yard, and we'll, no doubt here, go for it. And why not with Tanner Adam at quarterback?
I was going to say, if I'm South Lyon East, I'm not taking Tanner Adam out at quarterback. He's been my most productive, but now you see him splitting out here to the wide receiver position. So they're using him as a gadget player, but they are on a drive to tie this game before halftime.
Back with more on the prep after this.
The shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores.
4th and 1, the Cougars are going for it. Adam in the gun. Handoff right side and a first down and more, and a bullish run to the 35. They needed 1, they got 10. And here come the Cougs.
Yeah, that's that man again, Saavedra. This is his 2nd or 3rd game playing, and look at the impact he's making. My goodness, puts his shoulder down into number 18, Carter McGlinch, and pushes him back 5 yards.
Well, Stick, this is an emotional game. Emotion plays so much in rivalries, and there's so much on the line for South Lyon East. Fox hands off right side to Clay, and he's got 8 off that right side. Those are the guys he's really wanted to get behind tonight, and these two.
Yeah, Bush and Winnie, I mean, they have been winning their battles all day long, but watching these two running backs, it's almost like the perfect combination. Your thunder and lightning back. You got Clay with the speed and the footwork, then you send Saavedra up the middle, and you got the whole South Lyon student section going crazy right now.
You're not lying, man. Want to thank our friends at Aubrey's, 21775 at Pontiac Trail in South Lyon. Thank you very much for your sponsorship. We appreciate it. Great food, good friends, good fun. Go get them after the game at Aubrey's. Also want to thank our friends at Soroki's. Soroki's, some of the best food we had tonight. How about it? All the crispy chicken tenders. We've got mashed potatoes. We got mac and cheese. We got pizza. We even fed our friends from the radio station down the way. We've had a fun feast tonight thanks to our friends at Soroki's. Chad and Stick back with you. Ben Holden standing by. He'll have interviews at halftime. Play action. Tanner Adam pass is incomplete. And short. Third and short.
Yeah, that play really didn't have much of a chance. As much as they've ran it with Tanner Adams a lot, the defense was not being fooled on this pass play. Almost looks like it got tipped right off the hand.
Yep.
But there you go. Tanner Adams is officially a third quarterback. He's thrown a pass.
And right now, I mean, let's be honest, he's been their first quarterback. He's been the most impactful quarterback in this game. And he remains out there. Tanner Adams, the senior. Tight formation. Saavedra split out left. Adam ran into his own guy again. Doesn't matter. Keeps it right side. Ball comes out late. He was down before it came out. 4th down and 1 again. Deja vu.
Got number 9, Chase Coates, a little slow getting up on that play, but look at the hit that he comes in with, and there you see the ball squirt out, but the official was right on it, pointing down right away.
Yep.
So you wonder if they're going to run right up the middle again.
Tempo, and now we've got a whistle and a timeout.
Yep.
So Jeff Henson uses the timeout.
And if you're South Lyon East, you're feeling pretty good on this drive. If you could tie it up going into halftime, there's going to be some pumped up boys coming out of the locker room.
At Ethos Physical Therapy and Human Performance, we believe everyone from age 8 to 80 deserves the chance to move better, feel stronger, and live without limits. Whether you're an athlete chasing a scholarship, recovering from an injury, a weekend warrior looking to stay in the game, or just simply someone who wants to feel your best every day, we're here to help you get there. At Ethos, our approach goes well beyond the reps and the recovery. Our team of experts, physical therapists, strength coaches, and wellness professionals all work together to create personalized programs built around you, your goals, your body, your journey. And they've got 2 convenient locations in downtown South Lyon and in Plymouth. Stop by, take a tour, see for yourself, and see what makes Ethos just different. Back to the game, 4th and 2. South Lyon East has to get 2 to keep it moving. Low snap, Fox picks it up, hands it off, and he will not get it. Stop short, led by Schlotsky up front. Turned over on downs for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, just went to the well one too many times straight up the middle, and a great job right there. Of course, it's number 84. That is the guy, the impact player that we were talking about earlier in the game. And there you see him getting up from underneath the pile. But yeah, a great stop and a huge stop going into the first half. Like I said, if this was tied going into halftime, you got a whole different message being sent to your team.
You bet.
Now, South Lyon East, you could still feel pretty good, but you better get a stop right now.
Yep. Stojanovic also in on that play. Been active at the football. Gang effort, and it's helped South Lyon defensively be one of the best units in the LVC. Play action pass, throwing left side and incomplete. And the passing game has been a struggle tonight for both teams. But South Lyon starting to do some things differently. How much do you put on the Cougars for forcing their hand to go left?
Yeah, I mean, they've done a good job containing this run offense to come out and pass. I think that's 2 consecutive passes for South Lyon. So we may be witnessing history here, Chad. But honestly, great play by the quarterback. Nobody was open. He didn't panic. He didn't take a sack. Just threw it out of bounds, and you still got 2nd and 10.
Yes, sir. Twins to the right. McGlinch, the quarterback. Just a minute 14 to go. South Lyon trying to add to their 7-0 lead. McGlinch going to take it himself. Get out of bounds across the 30 to the 31. It's a gain of 4 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down and long.
I like it. You know, they have a 2-minute offense that it does not involve the T.
Well, that's the nice part.
Right.
Last year they were able to at least do the spread T,
right,
and experience it. Made a change over the summer. Jeff Henson said, "Look, let's change some things up." And he ran the Delaware T his senior year under Brian Van Gorder when he was a captain and a tight end and a Tartar. Jet sweep right, has some room, has a blocker, and he has the 36-yard line. Short of the 1st down. The carry was by number 4. That's Nathan Hamlet. You're okay. And that'll set up a 4th down, and that'll set up punting time for South Lyon. So another Cougars stop, or so it appears. No chance South Lyon's going to go for it here.
I don't know about no chance. I mean, there's always a chance, but 4th and 1 is very enticing. Yeah, there's not much you can gain by doing it, especially, you know, where they're at on the field. But, you know, sometimes you just want to keep the ball away from your opponent.
Yep, fair enough. And that's what this offense is set up to do. So
except on this drive, they came out chucking the ball.
Sometimes you outthink yourself, I guess, a little bit. Al Salter, the offensive coordinator.
No, he's calling his
Salter.
offense back out there.
All right. Now remember, we could also see a little bluff here.
Yeah.
Hard count. They only need 1.
I like it, though. I like Coach talking to his punt team, turning around and saying, you know what? Offense. Because also, bad things can happen on a punt, too.
Right. Al Stalter, the offensive coordinator. Dave Crispin, the defensive coordinator. Crispin won a national title in '97 with the Michigan Wolverines. And Charles Woodson. All right.
I was at that Ohio State Michigan game.
Is that right?
Charles Woodson and David Boston.
How about it? The flower, the rose in the mouth?
Yeah.
Long count here, and we'll see if this is a bluff or if it's for real. And I think Stalter's bluffing. I'm no poker expert, but I know there are some out there. Long count for South Lyon. They are going for it, and it got a 1st down and more. How about it? It's the run off the left side from Stojanovic, and Jeff Henson says, "You don't know me anymore."
They slow played it. That was almost like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Did you see Mahomes last week get to the line of scrimmage?
Yeah.
Like, guys, this never works.
The old tempo. Handoff right side. It's Newton. Newton has the 50. Newton has the 45-yard line. Tyler Newton. Now, not a lot of time to work. And just 1 timeout, I believe. Oh, we do have an injury timeout.
25.
Ah, okay.
That is Tyler Newton
Now
who
that is
carried the
Newton.
ball.
Right.
Let's see what we can get at the end. Just kind of come down awkwardly, being pulled back.
Now, there are no timeouts left, so this does stop the clock. And in high school football, this is something and I'm not saying that this isn't real, but in high school, this is a loophole in the system, right? I mean, no timeouts, clock stops. You go down. Is it a problem? And again, I'm not questioning this, but is this rule a thing? With no timeouts in high school, you still get to stop the ball if you're injured.
Yeah, I mean, what's the alternative, though?
Yeah, I don't think there is.
10-second runoff?
Yeah. Yeah, we hope Newton's okay.
Yeah, the coach was screaming for them to spike the ball, so I do not think this is a ploy.
No, and I'm not saying that either. It just brings up the question on the rule. The LVC, South Lyon, they've won it, and they're 7-0 in this league. South Lyon East, well, they're in 4th, and they're just trying to get in the playoffs. So 40 seconds left. South Lyon has to roll. They've got no timeouts. Play action. Pass. McGlinich got a man wide open, and he overshot him. Oh, he had Gabe Noka with nobody behind him, and it was overshot, incomplete. Skylar McGlinch just missed him.
Yeah, he had two receivers wide open down the field. And I think he had a little more time, too, than he thought. He could have set his feet instead of trying to throw that on the run. It's either that or just put a ton of air in it and let him run under it.
I mean, if you're South Lyon East defensively, you feel sick to your stomach that you would let that. I mean, that's something you just can't allow. You know the pass is coming.
Well, it all would have been called back anyways due to a holding call, so.
Think that makes Jeff Henson feel any better?
No. Doesn't go down as an incompletion, though.
That's right. That's right. So McGlinch gets the
absolved of his incompletion.
Yes. And he gets the play from the sideline, and he's ready. Watch the guy at the top of the screen. Watch 84. That's the guy, Gannon Lamati. Motion right to left, back to pass. Look into the setup, the screen, and he overshot his man. Trying to get Stojanovic, nothing home, and this is kind of what you have to deal with when you're an offense that's set up to run the football on the Delaware wing T.
I like this call by the offensive coordinator, though. I mean, if he completes this pass, he's got a lot of yellow out in front of him and a lot of green out in front of him, too.
Yep. So, 3rd and long, 27 seconds left. Timeouts are all expired. And so here we go. 3rd and 15. We'll see what the Lions do. Some realigning. McGlinch hands off up the middle. Stojanovic, and he's got maybe a half yard. Timeout across the way. Did they call it? No, they did not. They just stopped the play. And time will wind out. Don't go anywhere. Ben Holden will have both head coaches for you coming up shortly. But right now, stick a 7-0 battle, and it's been a war to see who can win South Lyon.
It's been exactly what you expect on a rivalry game with people who know each other. They know each other's tendencies, and a little personal, too. You know, you saw that run by Stojanovic, him getting up the middle and just pumping his fists.
You bet. All right, Ben Holden standing by with Jeff Henson. Take it away, Ben Holden.
Can't hear.
Tell Corey. Tell Corey to tell him to turn it on.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato and Melting Moments ice cream sandwiches and so much more, Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and for the future. Foodie Centric Solutions at the center of all of what's important for your first to your last goal. Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family. Love Peace Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in our design shop. Love Peace Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel, from denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats. We have a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-in-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, our store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Our design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out and for any kind of celebration. Book a party with us for a full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches. Unleash your imagination and create something truly special with our hands-on design experience. Love Peace Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Hi guys, my name is Chloe. I am from West Plainfield, Michigan. I love Pure Barre for a number of reasons, but the main reason is the space it provides us members to unwind, get a good workout in, and just come as you are. Love Pure Barre, love you Bridget, go Pure Barre.
Hi, my name is Savannah.
And I'm Tanner, and we're from Farmington Hills, Michigan.
And we love Pure Barre.
Hi, I'm Shannon, and this is my friend Lisa.
Hello.
And we love Pure Barre because it's a great community. I get to work out with great people, and we have any fit level that can come, any age. You get a great workout within an hour. You don't waste time, and you're getting the full effect of Pure Barre.
And everyone's fabulous.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jessica from Novi, and I love coming here to Pure Barre Novi. It's an awesome workout. I've been coming here for years. It is always challenging no matter how long you come. I love it. Strength, flexibility, all the best things, but the best part is the wonderful community. There's awesome women to support and encourage each other on our fitness goals.
I have been a member of Pure Barre for 2.5 years, and I love the variety of class formats. I really enjoy the sense of community here. When my daughter's in town, we have our mom and daughter days, working out and talking at the bar. I look forward to class, and I feel great after.
One thing that I love about Pure Barre is that it's low impact, but you get a great workout from it.
Hi everyone, my name is Amy and I am here at Pure Barre Novi, which is the best place in the world. I'm so excited. Did you know that Pure Barre is literally everything? Give it a shot. It's all about accountability and it's all about you.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato and Melting Moments ice cream sandwiches and so much more, Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and for the future. Foodie Centric Solutions at the center of all of what's important for your first to your last goal.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Love Peace Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in our design shop. Love Peace Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel, from denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats. We have a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-in-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, our store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Our design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out and for any kind of celebration. Book a party with us for a full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches. Unleash your imagination and create something truly special with our hands-on design experience. Love Peace Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. Follow The Prep on social media. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook, and right here on our YouTube. And you can also be a part of our sponsorship team as well. Contact us today, info@theprepsports.com.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
I don't know how I feel about basketball, man. Ain't nothing like me. You know I live for this game.
You're good at this. This can get you where you want to go.
You're smart and you're more than talented. So don't waste it by getting yourself into things you can't get out of.
You got a bright future ahead of you. You gotta stop focusing on fast money.
I know situations that was actually true that never gone public. My allegations are completely false.
So how much are you gonna make?
You know, some people will find a way to get to a bigger check.
Who built this? Me! And nobody taking it.
Remember, whatever you decide to do, always take God with you.
This is like a full circle moment for me. Growing up in Detroit. One bad decision could change your life for the rest of your life, bro.
You got a choice to make. It's either the streets or us.
I guess I don't have a choice.
At Ethos Physical Therapy and Human Performance, we believe everyone from age 8 to 88 deserves the chance to move better, feel stronger, and live without limits. Whether you're an athlete chasing a scholarship, recovering from injury, a weekend warrior looking to stay in the game, or simply someone who wants to feel your best every day, we're here to help you get there. At Ethos, our approach goes beyond reps and recovery. Our team of expert physical therapists, strength coaches, and wellness professionals work together to create a personalized program built around you, your goals, your body, your journey. With 2 convenient locations in downtown South Lyon and Plymouth, types of services we offer: physical therapy, youth and high school football strength and conditioning, and speed and agility classes, Ethos Strong classes, personal training, group training, and more. We're proud to serve as an extension of the communities around us, where neighbors become family and progress is celebrated together. So stop by, take a tour, and see for yourself what makes Ethos different. Join us in rediscovering what is possible. We are here to help every step of the way.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Welcome back. Chad Bush here with you, high above the jungle. South Lyon with a 7-0 lead. Chad Bush and Sam Stick Day. Ben Holden standing by, and we'll get to him shortly. He'll be with a head coach, and we'll get to Ben here in a minute. We're ready for Ben. Ben, let's go down to you, brother. You're in the jungle. Who do you got in that jungle?
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Jeff, adjustments here for you guys to begin half number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I didn't expect anything different. I expected them to show up, play us tough. They always do. We've made some adjustments on both sides of the ball, and we get the ball in the second half to make something happen.
We talked about Gannon Lamotti. He showed up tonight. Let's first talk about his touchdown, but I was also very impressed on that 4th and 2 with about 1:20 left. He made the big play there. His play tonight.
Yeah, he's a player. We got to find a way to get him the ball a little bit more, and you know, they're running away from him right now, so we're trying to figure out some ways that we can get him more involved on the defensive side too.
And then lastly, Johnny Michaels out of the game. I know that's a big loss for your football team.
Yeah, he's our captain, he's our leader, and but you know, gives our kids something to rally around, and they're ready for it.
Thanks for this. We appreciate it. Good luck in half 2.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. All right, we're going to go over and get Jacob Top here, guys, so I'll throw it back up to you until we can track him down and get his thoughts on the game so far too.
We appreciate it. A lot of guys kind of coast when they're in their hometown and, you know, have late nights and whatnot. Ben Holden's hustling out there. Hustling Holden tonight. What did you take from that interview with Jeff Henson?
I mean, Ben Holden's earbuds are red, on point.
color coordinated. The coat looks great. No, I mean, Coach, during our pregame this week, he talked about it. Look, this is a rivalry game, and he likened it to Michigan's rivalry with Michigan State.
Right. Not Michigan,
not Michigan, Ohio State.
Right.
That's saved for another school. But this is their Michigan State game. You know, it's a crosstown rival. This is who they want to beat, and you know, we discussed it too. They played Little League football together in the same programs. Then they split off and go to different high schools. But tonight, you know, none of that matters. They know each other, and they're going to play hard against each other.
Yeah, Jacob Top said it's kind of different. Like, I came from Strongville, Ohio, and when we played our rival, like, we didn't talk to the other team after the game.
Right.
Here, there's, like, guys mingling and, hey, what's up? You know, they were buddies all through school. They've been buddies their whole life. Like, and you're supposed to tell them to be enemies on one night? So I mean, understand both ways.
But you put your athlete hat on, too, and it's always a lot more fun to play against guys you know, too.
Yeah.
And you do go a little bit harder because you want them to tell you after the game, like, man, I didn't know you could hit that hard, or, man, why'd you do that?
Yeah. So tallies in the first half. Pat, the stat tells us that East had 12 minutes and 40 seconds of possession time in the first half. They did 33 plays. They had 5 possessions, and they had 119 yards. And they did outgain South Lyon, who had 8 minutes, 45 seconds, 19 plays, and 97 yards and 4 possessions. Ben Holden is standing by with Jacob Top, and we'll get thoughts from the road coach who trails 7-0, but you look at the stat stick, and I mean, it tells you that South Lyon East is right in this game.
Well, what surprises me the most is South Lyon East controlling the time of possession. You'd expect that to be South Lyon's game all day long, but you know, they hit them with a quick hitter on their touchdown, a 44-yard touchdown run, and it hasn't been the same ever since.
No doubt. We do have an update from Belleville, and we'll get to that in a moment. Right now we've got Ben Holden with Jacob Top, and let's send it down to Ben Holden. Benny.
All right, boys, thanks. Coach, halftime 7-0. Your thoughts on the first half? What do you need to improve upon?
Just need to finish drives. Obviously moved the football, gave up one explosive, so we need to finish drives offensively to get the lead back. Defense doing a good job. All right, go from there.
What's the biggest message you had for your team at halftime?
Just keep going, right? I like where we're playing. I like the way we're playing, right? I like how focused we are. I like how competitive we are right now. We just got to keep getting stops, finish drives, finish the game.
Awesome. Thanks. We'll let you get back to work. Appreciate it. Guys, so Johnny Michaels, you heard on the other side, that's a massive loss. And Chad and I were talking at halftime, and I watched him come off the field, and instantly I knew, just from being around sports the way we are and the way we all have been, it was not good. He's not going to return to this game, so that's something to watch. Maybe that's an area where Jacob Top and his offense, they go after, because he is really the heart and soul of that second level. That'll be big to keep your eyes on here in half number 2. Back to you.
Benny, watch where you're going. Look at the smoke. I mean, is Snoop Dogg in the house? What's going on? A lot of fun in the jungle. Glad you're with us. The start of the second half is upon us here at South Lyon, Stick. And what are your thoughts? South Lyon gets the football. Look, outside of that explosive play that Jacob Top talked about, there really hasn't been a whole lot offensively for South Lyon. They came in with all this hype and smoke with their offense and their scoring ability.
Yeah, and with all that being said, though, if they take this possession, run it for 5 minutes, and score a touchdown and go up 14, it's going to be a hard hill to climb.
Yeah, we'll see how they handle it. It is going to be the lead back. It's Newton, and Newton has a solid gain, still on his feet, cuts across field, and is coming to the 40. There is a flag out, and he's out of bounds finally at the 45, but this thing's coming back.
Yeah, they got Owen McRoberts on a hold. And that's tough. Whenever the runner or whoever has the ball changes field position like that, you're blocking a guy to the right. All of a sudden, he cuts back to the left, and you're going to get a jersey tug. You'll see it right here to the right side of your screen. There he is. See the jersey tug?
Yep.
And that's just because he was switching positions. It was a good block to begin with, but didn't end a good block.
Yeah, one of their better players, McRoberts, making an aggressive play, and sometimes those hands get in the way. Let's be honest, everybody kind of holds in the play. It's the timing of where you do it and how you do it, right?
Well, that, like I said, whenever someone's changing their field of direction and I'm blocking you, I have a good block, I don't see, and you start to take off another way, I'm like, where's this guy going?
Right.
And next thing you know, a jersey tug, and there you go.
The inadvertent hold.
Yep.
Highlights coming up in this one when it's all said and done. But we got highlights from Belleville and Hope they didn't hear
Howl.
that. Howl. And the score there, 36-14 at half. Okay. Handoff to Stojanovic. It's up the middle. It's just for about a yard. The tackle is made by number 92. That's Sam Johnson, the 10th grader.
You saw a fake little jump pass on that play as well. So
little Tebow.
Yeah. Look at, watch number 6 after this. Well, you won't be able to see him in that shot, but either way, just a yard gain.
Yeah. We talk about the homecoming for Ben Holden coming back to South Lyon, but it's also a homecoming for Dillon. There's a end around and a run out by Lamati. And Lamati gets just shy of the first down, but this is quite the run around the end on the jet sweep. This is what Lamati does.
Yeah, Lamati is a hard hitter, but so is Carter Yerkunis, and he comes in at the end of this play. But look at Lamati being able to stay on his feet, shake the drive, or shake the tackle, but he takes a massive hit at the end.
So it's 3rd and short. We saw Henson go for it on his own end in the second quarter. He doesn't want to have to get that to that decision, and he won't have to here. Watch out! Still on his feet. Stojanovic inside the 45, down to the 42, and a little fire coming from 28. Jacob Stojanovic, the 10th grader.
And I feel like that's a couple times you've called his name on big runs, and he's the fullback. So you hand it to the up man, and he's getting you yardage like that. I would keep feeding it to the big horse all night long.
Big run for the sophomore, Stojanovic. His brother's going to play in Boulder tomorrow. They're taking on Utah. His brother's the kicker for Mr. Sanders. And the Buffs hand off, and this time going nowhere. Maybe a yard, not much. It's that big Cougar wall that just locked down, and that was led by a host of them. Mark Pennington, the junior, led the way.
Yeah, Chase Hamilton also getting busy on that play as well. Good defensive stand. And South Lyon East has shown they got the man in the trenches to compete with South Lyon.
Yes, sir. Delaware wing T. Under center McGlinch. Skylar McGlinch has his brother Carter, a wide receiver and a DB. Wide handoff jet sweep, and it's Johnny Lane coming to bust up the party on Gannon Lamati. Loss of 3 on the play. 3rd and long.
Yeah, Lamati is tough to get down, so when you can do that in open field, just he came out like he was shot out of a cannon, just took out his ankles. And you know, Chad, I heard, it's tough to run without your legs.
Yeah. I mean, you used to do that. I've seen you run on your elbows before. You're pretty talented.
Well, you know,
Walk
we had
on
to
your
adapt.
hands.
I was so slow with my legs, I had to try something else.
And it was a close second. I mean, you were pretty fast both ways. The raffle's here, and this will be fun.
We still got time to get in on that 50-50?
What happens if a South Lyon East person wins that raffle? Back to pass, play action, throw right side, screen, set up. Stojanovic makes a move, and he stepped out of bounds all the way back at the 43. So it's a gain of maybe 1 on the play when it's all said and done, and it's punting time for Henson and the Lions.
Oh, that is brutal because that was beautifully drawn up. You could see the young man. No, I did not step out of bounds. No, I did not step out of bounds. But unfortunately for him, the official was right there and saw it all.
It's all on film. Baker's man, make me a cake as fast as you can. There is the long looping snap and nobody rushing. Return set up, and that's going to take a Lion hop, and it's going to roll inside the 10, and it's going to situate itself at about the 8. Another great punt by the Lions to pin the opponent back inside the 10.
But another huge stop by South Lyon East coming out here at halftime. I said it, if they go down 14, that's, I mean, I don't want to say the game's over. There's still a lot of time to play, but 14 in this game feels like 40.
Yeah.
So getting that stop, it's still a 1-possession game. tip ball, lucky play. Next thing you know, it's tied up.
South Lyon trying to stay perfect on the year. Right now they have the most points in Division II. Entering week 9, they're ranked 4th in the state in Division II. And South Lyon East trying to come in and break up the party. They're kind of in with a loss, maybe, but maybe not. And so they want to win this game to get in, and also, of course, to beat their rivalry and end the season on a high note. This is Clay. He's been their best rusher today, and he's got another burst of about 8 up the middle. What an impressive showing tonight by Clay.
Yeah, and he's done it all. Inside runs, outside runs, picking up fumbles, doing whatever he can. And he's helped his team a ton tonight.
Great block in there by Reese Winnie. It's a strong right side of that offensive line with Bush and Winnie. And they count on Mazer, the center, and Enoch and Beecher as well. They've held their own against this tough, stingy defensive front for South Lyon. It's Clay again. He'll bounce outside. Not as much luck here. He's chopped down at about the 16-yard line. And it's a gain, make it a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, great job by South Lyon's defense. They're just swarming to the ball. Because Clay, he'll kind of like slow play it up to the line, and then all of a sudden he takes off. It's kind of hard to get used to that timing, but I think South Lyon's getting a little hang of it.
Declan Schlesky, a guy who's getting GLIAC looks. Very active. Again, an injury and a big one for South Lyon. Part of the storyline in this game right now. They're without their middle linebacker, Johnny Michaels. First down run, they got to the 20. They only needed to get to the 18, move the chains.
Yeah, Saavedra is just a monster. If you need to pick up 2 yards, just go ahead and give it to that young man.
Built like a catcher. You put guys like that running the football, and they got good vision and power and some speed. And man, you know why Jacob Top has missed him for weeks 1 through week 6.
Yeah, and you know, catchers are mildly insane. Like that's part of the gig. I was a catcher.
Yeah.
You're used to taking hits. You're used to getting dinged, and so contact, you kind of crave it.
Good pop time and all. He'll get the call here. Stay on his feet and get across the 21 to the 22. Gain of about 3 on the play. It'll set up second down. But again, the clock is moving. The Delaware wing tee that's been lethal this year on the sidelines. Tick, 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 tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. Time of possession has been the friend of the Cougs.
Yeah, they controlled it in the first half with over 12 minutes. And, you know, so far they're doing it here, too, on this drive. I think they averaged about 8 plays a drive in the first half. So,
that's right.
I mean, they've run good plays early on, too. They had those 2 big incompletions, and after that, they just decided, we're going to go right at them.
Yep. All-time, South Lyon leads this series, 14 wins and to 4 losses. But East has won the last 2 and 3 of the last 4. And they've got momentum on this drive, their first of the second half. And now they've got themselves in a 3rd and mid.
Yeah, big tackle there by Kirky. I mean, if he misses that tackle, that could have been a big play. But he's able to bring him down in the backfield for 3rd and 4 now. But I don't mind. 3rd and 4 seems like exactly where they want to be.
That's it. Last year it was South Lyon East knocking off South Lyon 31-20 at East. And then 2 years ago, right here, it was 30-6. East knocked off Old. The quarterback in there is Luke Giovannini. He's in the gun at a 3rd and 4. Throws, out route, intercepted! And taken back inside the 10 to the 9. Carter McGlinch with a pick. 1st and goal, South Lyon. How about it?
I mean, you just saw him break on that football. They put 4 wide at the top of the screen, and it was almost like he knew the bubble screen was coming, and he just broke on that football immediately and is there well before the wide receiver. Carter McGlinch, huge play.
He fumbled that ball.
Fumbled at the end, recovered by Owen McRoberts. But still, what a huge play and what a big turn of events. South Lyon East, like you said, dominating the time of possession again. Seems like they're on the move. They try to run a cute little play, but a great defensive play.
Second turnover of the game. We know that turnovers is just something South Lyon doesn't do. And in a tight rivalry game like this, you're +2 in the turnover margin. It makes up for some other ills.
Well, now South Lyon East has a uphill battle in front of them.
Yep. McGlinch under center, hands off left side. And stretch to the goal line. Is he in? No. Tyler Newton, the ball carrier. And Newton trying to get in for his 10th touchdown of the year on the ground.
And good to see him back in the game, too, after getting a little dinged up right before halftime. They got about a half yard to go, and now it's just pick your poison, how you want to do it.
Newton with 88 carries on the year. Quarterback keeper, McGlinch, is he in? No signal.
I don't think they're going to give it to him.
No, he is not in. So, with 3:30 to go, and the Lions trying to double their lead, they'll have to try it again.
Wow, look at the ball. It is literally touching that goal line. If the center just picks it up and moves it a half inch forward, it's a touchdown. But you got to earn it. You still got to snap the ball. You still got to do the fundamentals to get there.
That's right. McGlinch under center, trying, twisting for his 3rd touchdown of the year. On the ground, and he's in. Touchdown, Lions. They take advantage of the turnover in the short field, and the pick by McGlinch Carter is taken advantage of by his brother, Skyler. Touchdown, McGlinch's.
A huge play in this game and in this rivalry, too. I mean, they're going to talk about that interception for a long time because this is a tight game with a lot on the line, and that's just changed the momentum.
You bet. Stoyanovich with the extra point attempt to officially double the lead, and bam, he got it. So with 2:56 to go in the third, the gap widens just a bit, and a breath taken by the home crowd of the Lions. Back with more on Gridiron Game Day right after this. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. That's Jacob Top, Strongsville, Ohio native, former Grand Valley State Laker. He's a Cleveland fan, loves the Indians, the Browns, loves them all, but he loves his team. Came over, he's in his 5th year, was at Country Day for a handful of years, and also coached at his alma mater, Minnesota State. And this guy's a good one. He's found a home here in suburban Oakland County, and his team's making a run. Regional Coach of the Year, and 2 straight wins in this series. He's accounted for 3 of the 4 wins all time in this series, Stick. And so, I mean, Jacob Top's here, and he's a gift to South Lyon East.
Yeah, and he's a fun interview, and you could tell that guy lives, breathes, eats, and sleeps football. And whenever you have that as your head coach, it kind of trickles down to the rest of your team, and the teams always kind of emulate their head coaches. So good for South Lyon East.
How good are these Soroki wings?
They sound delicious in my headphones.
I'm sorry. Bro, I am so hungry.
I can tell, yeah.
I haven't eaten in like 24 hours.
We had a whole halftime and everything.
I know. There's no time to eat. You eat with 2:56 to go in the third. That's what my tummy told me. Wildcat, I'm sorry. Adam with a turn and the burn up the middle. Another big play by Tanner Adam.
And listen, the Soroki's is delicious, and it does sound good.
But I'm telling you, when you're eating M&Ms or Skittles, remember that, Austin? The clicking, the clacking.
It's a true addiction,
Oh,
Skittles.
and it's like my biggest pet peeve, and to have it amplified right in my ears.
Now I know.
No, it's not. It's funny. Listen, this is your show. I'm just along for the ride.
That is baloney, and you know it. They'll keep Tanner Adam in the lineup. By the way, that scoring drive, 3 plays, 7 yards, touchdown run by McGlinch. Skyler, this was a tackle for loss, and it remains one, trying to spin out of the wonderful web. And the tackle for loss, Carter Yerkunis, but the fine play was by Owen McRoberts coming up from his DB spot.
Yeah, he's had a couple nice plays deep in the backfield, and for South Lyon, this is when they're going to be able to pin their ears back. They're going to start to turn up the blitzes, start to make this a little bit more difficult for South Lyon East. And that touchdown really just changed the whole complexity of the game. They're handing out gift bags here.
How about it? What's in there?
I don't know.
Yeah, that turnover, costly one. Handoff left side, watch out, another big play, left sideline, could go! Down the left sideline, inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. It's another gash run by Zach Clay. Zipping Zach, weaving his way down the left sideline for a big-time run. 51-yard run for Clay, his best of the night.
And I think Dylan Wolitz is the guy who saved the touchdown, able to track him down, which is not an easy task because once Clay gets in the open field, he's got the foot speed to beat the rest of them.
Tempo running, no time to waste, on the hustle. Fox hands off, back to Clay, breathing heavy. And he says, guys, why would you give me the ball? I can't even move.
I was trying to get oxygen, Coach.
Yeah, give me a minute.
But we did see Saavedra come out a little bit limpy on the last drive, so maybe that's why you have one running back. You're going to ride your big horse.
Well, they do check Saavedra back in.
That's good to see.
And they will send Tanner Adam wide right. Fox will stay in the gun. Twins to the right. Play action, no handoff. Saavedra left side, and he fights forward. That's inside the 15 down to the 14. It's a gain of 4, and it sets up 3rd and mid. This is touchdown territory, right? There's no time for the field goal game here. If you're South Lyon East.
I'm with you on that. I don't think, especially 5 yards, you want 2.5 yards per play to pick this up. But, yeah, there is no way you can be kicking field goals to expect to stay in this game.
East's best drive of the night is underway. They're at the 14-yard line. Adam on the keep left sideline, and he won't get it. He won't get it. Might have had a yard. It's going to be 4th and 5. Jacob Top, of course, has to go for it, as you mentioned. He wants to talk it over, and we'll talk it over with him. We'll step aside. This is Gridiron Game Day. As we near the end of the 3rd quarter, Ben Holden is next. Don't go anywhere.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
Check.
McGinley scores.
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown, Warriors. What a cut.
Ben, enter in the 4th quarter here in South Lyon. Ben Holden down on the sidelines. Ben, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Stick, great to hear your voice. Yeah, South Lyon East, you guys said it there. That last part of that 3rd quarter, their best drive of the game, and Jaden Saavedra came back into the game, and he's a young man I want to talk about. He's a valuable piece to their team. Although he's only been around about 3 games, he's a very talented baseball player, and Chris Tandries, who's one of the assistant coaches on the football team, is now the head coach of the baseball team. He's been coaching Jaden for the last couple of years. He's a very, very committed young man. He stepped away from playing football The team then had a unanimous vote when he told the team, hey, I want to come back and play football. It's my senior year. I'm probably not going to play football in college. He's a potential Major League Baseball draft pick as a catcher. It's a great story, and it's a great story of how connected Jacob Topp's team is, that they voted and they said, we want this kid back on our team, and he's got a shot here in this fourth quarter to do something special here in this big game for his team.
Thanks, Ben. Yeah, a great story. And look, they went to the team and asked the team for permission. I mean, that was the right thing to do if you're Jacob Topp. Team votes, team makes the decision, and they brought him back.
Yeah, it helps when you have a ton of talent as well. You know, like if someone, hey, guys, I want to play mid-season. Like, come on, get out of here. You're not a part of this team.
Not Saavedra.
Oh, Saavedra wants to play? Yeah, come on, let's roll.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it's great to see two-sport athletes in high school. You know, Patrick Mahomes and all those guys did it. So you can do it and be successful.
Timeout after
a timeout.
Jacob Topp saw the alignment. And Joe Roroff, Chris Tandries, and their great staff says, all right, let's talk it over. Got to give Wags a shout out too, Justin Wagner. So, want to thank our friends Soroki's for the delicious tenders that I just can't stop eating even on air. It's an addiction, okay? And this sauce is amazing.
That sauce is legit, whatever
Dude,
it is.
I am going home with this sauce and just going to love it all night.
All right,
enough of that. Soroki's crispy chicken and pizza located at 2777 Pontiac Trail, South Lyon, 248-617-4777. Special thanks to Matt Abro for getting it done over at Soroki's and hooking us up. And Aubrey's, also a great supporter of the broadcast. Couldn't have done it without him. Located at 21775 Pontiac Trail in South Lyon. Can't go wrong with Aubrey's. Some of the best pizza you'll find in town. Aubrey's all over the place. They're in Ypsilanti, but they're also right in South Lyon. 248-437-8000 or aubreys.com. Stick, 4th down and 5. What do these Cougars do to get 5 yards and to live to see another day?
You know what? I'd like to see a little trickery, a little halfback pass with my man Clay.
All right, it's Fox in the gun. Corbin Fox, the sophomore, back to pass. Over the middle, got a man. Caught! Touchdown! Jackson, go! Ken Auer! In the 11th hour with a touchdown with 11:56 to go, and to keep the Cougs hanging around Old Town.
Yeah, Gogenauer, we talked about him pregame, just how he is a game changer on both sides of the football, and I thought that was going to be over his head, but he extended and was able to grab it and bring it down. An incredible throw, too, taking the hit. My goodness.
Extra point is blocked, and that is a biggie, and it's McRoberts with his paws all over it again. Owen McRoberts with a big-time play, and that put an asterisk next to it.
I want to see the replay of that touchdown again if we have it, because I want to see with that quarterback, my goodness, with the pressure bearing down on him, he took the hit, a wide-open free run. Was that number 50? Who? 15. That was Corbin Fox.
Quarterback.
Throwing the ball. I wanted to know who had the run at him.
It's the 5th touchdown pass of the year for Corbin Fox, who's now gone over 400 yards on the year against 1 interception. But, yeah, no, a good point.
Staring down the barrel of a free running linebacker right at you and delivers a dime.
Yep. I think it was Schlosky, number 50, coming at him. And, yeah, no doubt. So, the points are on the board. Yeah, down 6, but confidence-wise, you convert. Down 8. Confidence-wise now, though, you get a score on the board if you're South Lyon East. You got to feel so much better about it.
Yeah, you do, but now the clock is becoming an issue. Early it was your friend keeping South Lyon off the field. Now South Lyon, you know what they want to do. They want to ground and pound this clock, run 8 minutes off of it, and call it a night.
Yep. Aegis to boot it. That's Braden Aegis. And watch out the other way. Could go. Right sideline. Tanner. 10-5. Tyler Newton. Touchdown. The Lions return it and waste no time to answer. Touchdown, South Lyon.
I think one of my favorite features ever at a high school football game is when this team scores, the ambulance flips on their lights and starts celebrating. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. But there you go. Now you don't have to worry about running clock. Now you don't have to worry about any of it. Just do that. Football's an easy game when you just do that. It's like an 80-yard return on that almost.
Here comes the extra point. This is important. The Lions answer with a kickoff return touchdown. Stoyanovic's kick is up and good. So, no time to waste. They get it. And a skyrocket from Newton. It was a 83-yard touchdown return.
Man, he saw that lane. He got to the edge, and nobody was going to catch him. The kicker tried to run him down, but you just saw that was a battle of speed, and it was won by South Lyon.
Back with more on the prep. Fourth quarter action getting hot. Don't go anywhere.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown. Warriors. What a cut.
Jeff Henson, the head coach for South Lyon, saying, look, this is a fun group of guys to be around, good group of guys, and the program's in a really good spot right now. Freshman, JV, varsity, I mean, real good position. The projection is upward, 2 wins, 4 wins, and now 8 wins. They're on the rise.
Yeah, he was talking about his underclassmen, his juniors. He said they've never lost to South Lyon East, so they want to keep that tradition going while he's here, and they're going to put another feather in their cap tonight unless South Lyon East pulls a rabbit out of their hat here late.
You bet. So, senior-led team, 22 seniors for South Lyon.
It's a solid stretch right there. Good
bet.
posture. He must go to Pure Bar Novi.
That's right, Bridget Stockton's got him
Get
stretched
out
out.
of my way, I'm stretching.
The final week. Where will we be next week? What will we do? Where will we go? Ben Holden back in the booth with his Evel Knievel coat that he will cherish forever. How good does Holden look in that coat? There were a couple others awarded a coat tonight.
Yeah, I got a nice black, what are these called? Just
Varsity jackets.
These are varsity coats?
I think, yeah, let's call them that for now.
Okay.
Here's another look at the replay. Fox back in there, and Clay is back in there as well. You think that's a hot hand they'd want to continue with.
Yeah, definitely.
McRoberts all over the field in this second half, by the way. Some energy back, and mojo on the boys in gold. Hill in the gun, hands off. It's Saavedra, bounces outside and tackled immediately. Fine play by Lamati, setting the ad edge.
Yeah, what can't Lamati do is the question. He's been all over the field, offensive, defensive, special teams. I think he's filling water cups too. He's just doing all he can.
Man, South Lyon defense has turned it up. And they've got a 3rd and 9 pinning their ears back.
Yeah, and their best successes come with Tanner Adam, but we saw the one pass he threw was not very accurate, so I don't expect him to be throwing anytime soon.
Adam will send 2 to the right, 2 to the left. It's Fox in there, quarterback. Throws right side and incomplete, dropped. Whew. Enoch, the intended receiver, I believe.
But once again, a quarterback standing in and taking a massive hit. This one wasn't complete. What was that, 55 coming in on him?
Yeah,
that is Mach
sauce.
My goodness.
Man, everybody likes a little apple mach sauce from Blake's. All right. Fox will stay in. No, they won't. They will punt it. Try to see through these screens here. Fair caught by Lamati at the 49. Ball at the 48, and that's where they will set up shop. So, 10:06 to go. South Lyon in control. Good field position. A drive here coming up that could really clinch the game.
Yeah, I think they'd just be happy. Obviously, they want to put points on the board, but they'll just be happy with 3 yards and a cloud of dust at this point.
You mentioned the junior class has not lost a game yet in high school. Freshman year undefeated on freshman. JV, sophomore year undefeated on JV, and undefeated as juniors. Running right side, and that is going to get to the 45-yard line. Stojanovic.
But that's exactly what you want, right? 7 yards on first down, clock running. Now another 3-yard gain, new set of downs, repeat.
Yep. That Delaware wing tee with Lamati on the wing right. And he gets the reverse. And Lamati cuts inside, watch out! Inside the 35, down to the 33. Little nifty inside handoff reverse. And great call by the OC, Al Stalter.
A very interesting reverse. Usually you see the guy on the reverse go outside. This was a handoff to the inside on a reverse to Lamati. And, you know, anytime you could get that guy on the edge is a positive.
You bet.
Look at this. Just hard running, seeing the hole, getting through, picking up a big first down.
First and 10 from the 34, 9 minutes left from the right hash. McGlinch will hand off inside, watch out! Right side, wide open lane! Tyler Newton has done it again! 83-yard kickoff return and now a 35-yard rushing touchdown, his second of the night.
Yeah, I know Ben Olden's over here talking about his G of the game. Mr. 25 may have his hat in the ring for Mr. G of the game too as well. He's done it in a big way this game, especially that huge return.
Man, great blocking up front, but how about the vision to pop it outside and the breakaway speed by Newton, Tyler Newton, the junior, one of that undefeated juniors in the class. Extra point up and good. The Lions starting to pull away. Up 3 scores, under 9 to go in the fourth. We'll take a timeout from South Lyon. The Preps coverage continues on the other side of this break.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Another look at the Newton score. 35-yard touchdown run. His second of the night. It took just 3 plays, 1 minute, 1 second. And 53 yards later, Jeff Henson's Lion Hunters are in the end zone again for the 4th time tonight.
Yeah, we talked about 14 points being hard to come back from. 22, even more difficult. It's the first one not in the end zone.
It'll be Clay from the 5.
Good job by Oha on that tackle, staying in his lane. People don't understand how important that is. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Right.
How important that is on a kickoff is stay in your lane. And that's why you see so many big kickoff returns when the ball hits the ground. People panic. They try to just go attack the football. But that's a prime example of that young man. He had the hash mark. He stayed on his hash.
Lane contained.
That's it.
So
And then there's always the one guy, they're just like, you don't have a lane. Just go create chaos.
The Cosimo.
Yeah.
No doubt. So, South Lyon East trying to get something rolling. Inside handoff. And that's Carter Yakunis, and Yakunis is handled. Tackle by 9.
We got a player down.
It's Coates. The senior and an injured player on the field will step aside. The Lions in control in the jungle. What was once a tight game has turned into a little bit of a cushiony, pillowy game in this rivalry. We'll step aside. We're back with more from South Lyon in a moment. Follow the Prep on social media. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook, and right here on our YouTube. And you can also be a part of our sponsorship team as well. Contact us today, info@theprepsports.com.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
My name is Chad Bush. His name is Sam Stick Day. Ben Holden is on the sidelines. Evan Westfall spinning the dials tonight, doing a great job.
Yeah.
Your executive producer.
Looking like he's in a Mission Impossible movie over there.
Yep, he's looking good. He's got his new coat, too. Pass right side, out route, incomplete. The route was jumped by McGlinch, but there was some taunting afterwards, I believe, and this thing's going to go against the Lions. McGlinch made a nice play, and then he let him know about it, and it cost him.
Yeah, but if you're going to do it, you do it when you're up 22, right? I mean, there's time and place for everything.
No
and
doubt.
and once again, this is those rivalry games. You don't know if those kids were best friends in junior high, right?
Totally.
And if that, my best friend, Wellington, we played against each other
Yeah.
several times, and I had no problem letting him know when I got the
Right.
better of him, and vice versa.
The refs don't know that they hang out, ride bikes down to each other's houses.
Right.
Kids still do that? Do they ride their bikes to other kids' houses?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
They just stay in their basement.
Okay, fair enough. To each their own. 8:19 to go, right to left. The Lions on the road or at home feeling good. Tunnel screen, right side, caught and tackled immediately. That's Chase Coates again. And the sticky coat starting to feel just right. Lamati also in on the mess.
Yeah, that looked like the play they were trying to run when the interception happened. Just a quick little bubble screen. This time able to complete it for a couple yards.
The catch was by Klukarich. I think he should have been on the pronunciation portion. Klucherich. Thank you, sir. You're doing everything tonight. I feel so bad asking you for another favor.
Just don't ask him to read any more names.
No.
The poor guy had to read 87.
My goodness. Pass across the middle. That's caught. There is a flag down. That's Gokenauer.
It looks like it's coming back.
Another pitch and catch, and a solid one between this combo. The pass coming from Gio Vanini. Here's another look, and it is indeed coming back.
Yeah, nice pass, though. I mean, great looking play over the middle. That young man has been kind of the only bright spot for South Lyon East on the offensive end. And speaking of bright spots, I got to give a shout out to Michaela Bradburn. She's a senior at South Lyon.
Okay.
Buddy of mine, Glenn, a.k.a. Rover. It's his daughter, and he's got a 7th grader, Madison, that will be here next year as well. And he told me to say that there's a big party going on at his house after the game.
All right. How about it? Well, hey, let's get the Addy and let's go. All right, 2nd and 12.
2 miles from here. I passed his house on the
Hey,
way
Ben
in.
Holden, look, we got Dylan O'Connor who lives down the street. We can go to his house. And then we've got Ben Holden. So, I mean, we got a lot of options now. Curl route is incomplete. There were 2 players in one space, and it all didn't work out. Incomplete, 3rd and forever.
Yeah, and this is where South Lyon East is just in a really tough position. You know, they're not a prolific passing team, and when you're down 22, you're forced into that position, and it's just tough. And, man, the stretching is still going on. Form stretching. Look at this guy. And a little "you can't see me" John Cena going on. They're having fun out there. Now a little high knees.
It's Kirky. Caitlin Wines, the athletic trainer, loves that. The elasticity. Step up sidearm, and that pass is incomplete. He was trying to find the crossing route, but it's off the fingertips.
Looked like
Goracek.
Was that Goracek or
Yeah.
Stojanovic? I thought got a piece of that. We'll find out on this play right here.
Intended for Goracek. Stojanovic knocked it down.
Yes, that's perfect. And now it's 4th down.
We can both be right sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? Isn't that cool? Sometimes
I
we're
like
both
that.
right.
I like that. You know who loves that? My mom.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Shout out to Dawn.
She doesn't like when we bicker.
Shout out to Diggity Diggity Dawn.
All the way in Arizona watching.
She's always watching. Thank you, Mama. All right, timeout on the field, 6:51 to go. Break in the action. We're back to South Lyon in a moment. This is the Preps coverage of Gridiron Game Day.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
You know when you get to that bottom piece of the tender, it's like hard and nobody ever eats it? I just got to that part of the tender.
Oh, that's the best part.
We fell out of love. Throw right side deep, got a man, and there was contact, and there's the flag.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, he was holding on to him.
Yeah.
It's an easy call.
It is an easy call, but there's an official on the top side of the field that was right there that didn't call it. And
That's
the official on the 50 yards away was throwing his flag on that. So
That's right.
We could see it.
Yeah.
Probably the right call, just very strange for that official to throw the flag.
Yeah.
The other official's literally right there.
The coverage by Hamlet, who was not in a play there. That was no acting job. He was after it. Solid coverage, but hey, look, it was a nice ball.
Yeah.
And South Lyon East, it looked like they could stretch the field for maybe the first time tonight.
Well, that's how they started the game, right? They threw into double coverage a couple times, and they just haven't been able to get that deep pass. You know, their biggest play has come on a Zach Clay run.
Yeah. Trips to the left. Slaveda out to the right. Looking deep again, and another hold, and there's the flag. So I think they found the sweet spot. And they tried to get somebody loose, same play, and they couldn't connect, but Ben Frazier draws the PI.
Yeah, you wonder if South Lyon maybe switches to a zone to try to get away from the man-to-man press coverage, and that way you're kind of getting away from having to put your hands on them.
I think that's a good idea. By 22, the lead never secure or safe. I'm sure Jeff Henson will tell you that. Trips left again. Giovannini going to throw tunnel screen right side. Caught. Breaks one tackle, but not two. Well defended. The first hit was by Wiedenfeller. And the cleanup job was by Declan Shaloski.
The clock is still running. About 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They're going to need to score quickly here.
Yep. Frazier with that catch, by the way. Clay might have motioned early. No call. Throw out route, and that is incomplete. Broken up by McGlinch. Carter. Fine play again by the defensive back, who's already got a pick tonight.
I'm never a big fan of rolling my right-handed quarterback to his left because you got to contort your body to even try to get it on target. And that was a pretty nice pass. But maybe if you're doing that, maybe you slide some linemen down, give him a little pocket to turn, set his feet, and throw.
3rd and 9. The Guests trying to get themselves their 3rd straight win in the series. It would be miracle fashion coming from behind. That ball is batted down by Giovannini. And they're riled up down there. Nolan Anderson in on the stop. And the 4th and 9 upon us.
There you see big number 71. Look at that house coming directly at you. Puts his arms up. What a play. Nolan Anderson, 6'5", 270.
Big fella. Doubles on the offensive line side. So a timeout on the field. We'll step aside with him.
The shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Chad and Stick back with you. Ben Holden standing by. Stick, your thoughts on this big 4th down play.
I mean, South Lyon East, they've been dropping back in shotgun and throwing it to the right side. I'd expect it again.
They're going to try it. Giovannini has a man over the middle, and it's dropped. Oh, had it for a moment, but incomplete. Gokenauer couldn't hold on, and the post route nearly was perfect. But it comes up short, turnover on downs, and the Lions hold.
A nice route by Gokenauer, too, able to plant his foot. And I think if he tells you, we talk to him, he'll tell you, I got to come down with that ball. And he has the talent to do so. He's had a nice game, but that would have kept the drive alive.
Yes, sir. So, South Lyon takes over with 5:49 to go, in control. Up by 3 scores. How much is Jeff Henson right now thinking about next week and maybe protecting against guys, protecting guys?
0, I would say. Okay. I don't think he's thinking about that at all. I think what he's thinking about is this is a rivalry game. We finally caught our rhythm here in the second half, and we're going to keep running these off-tackle runs that are going for 15 to 20 yards a pop.
McGlinch under center, hands off, up the middle, big hole, watch out! And another sprint by Tyler Newton, but he lost the ball. The ball came out late. Was he down? I think he was down. We're waiting for the call.
Now the officials are picking up their bean bags, and that means when the bean bag is thrown, that's a change of possession.
How about it? Let's take another look.
Yeah, nice run, straight up the middle, good blocking. Just you see the ball out there kind of loose, though. A good job by Clay.
Yeah, it's Clay that stripped it. You're right.
But yeah, they tell you 4 points of pressure, Chad. You want the point of the ball, the back of the ball, the side of the ball, and the other side of the ball be all pressed up against you at all times.
Yep. So, new life for East. 4 wide. Fox, back to pass. Pump and go, going to take it himself. And he'll stay on his feet for a nice 7-yard gain. Now, if the season ended today, South Lyon would host Lakeland, according to some projections, next week.
Ooh.
They'd be in the same district with Walled Lake Western and Dexter. And it would set up a potential showdown between these two LVC foes one more time. Fox out route dropped again. Well defended. Well defended by number 13. That's Rylan Oya.
Yeah, Oya with the perfect timing on this. I mean, he didn't get there late. He didn't get there early. He got there right on time.
Yeah.
Great defense.
That's Rylan. That's the younger brother of Caden, who had to go through so much, had the torn ACL in the spring, fought all the way to come back. It's his second time that he's done it. They've got twin brothers on the team, and he missed the first 3 games of this year. So it's an influential family on this team. Fox is going to tuck it and run, and Fox is going to have a first down. A little foxy lady move, and it gets them enough to move the sticks with under 5 to go.
And it's keeping the clock rolling, which isn't ideal. Sometimes maybe you'd rather prefer an incomplete pass, but if you could pick up a first down and get yourself 4 more downs to take a shot at the end zone, you go ahead and do it.
Meanwhile, Stick, on the other side of the coin, you look at South Lyon East and where they would be if the playoffs were to begin today, and they're just not in it. So, not in this projection anyway, by Snooze to You. Incomplete right side. They were looking for Ben Frazier. Incomplete.
Yeah, just great pressure up the middle. Not able to step into the throw and gets bumped. I mean, I almost thought that this could be a fumble. You see the little pump fake, but nope. His arm was going forward. Just not enough on it.
Yep. You just have to wonder if South Lyon East will have enough to get in if they are not able to come back and pull the miracle. Fox, 3-step drop, pumps, trouble, crowded, down he goes! It's Declan Shalosky, grandson of Bob, and Bobby's gleaming over there with a lot of pride.
Yeah, that guy just looks like a football player. Look at those broad shoulders, big shoulder pads. He was the guy who came in on the blitz earlier. This time he's able to get his man, take him down, and keep South Lyon East in check.
Grandson of the Godfather. Back to pass, Fox over the middle, and he just couldn't find his big tight end Gokenauer. A little too low and wide, and that'll set up the final 4th play of this series.
I mean, Gokenauer on that post route, they are wearing out the middle of the field with that young man.
Yeah.
You know, maybe send him on a flag route here and switch things up. South Lyon East, that first half, they played so well. And then the big turnover changed everything in this game.
Boy, did it ever. 4th down play, and that is an interception up the left sideline and tackled at the 50. Oh, if he stays on his feet, he's gone. Interception by Colin Kirky, who's had a big day defensively for the Lions.
Yeah, Kirky's been all over the field, but once again, that was just tremendous pressure on the quarterback. He has no space to step up. He barely has time to breathe back there in the pocket with the way South Lyon is sending blitzes. And my goodness, that gets popped up in the air. Johnny on the spot, barely tripped up. He may have gotten his cleat.
Might have.
He was seeing touchdown and celebration in front of him.
Northville leads Franklin 35-14. Groves leads Seaholm 14-6. Clarkston beat Eisenhower 42-0. Brother Rice leads Sterling Heights Stevenson 21-15.
Oh, wow.
That's a big game for Brother Rice.
Yeah.
If they win, they're in. They might be in already with all the points they gobbled up against St. Mary's last week in their big upset win.
But that's huge for a Brother Rice program, as young as they are, to get some playoff experience this year.
Yep. And it could set up a opponent in Orchard Lake St. Mary's in round 1 or 2 if they do get in, setting up that rematch. all of that happening in this Division II where these two teams tango.
Well, ending the season with an undefeated record is something special, and these kids are going to remember that forever, honestly, and it's something you could talk about and brag about.
Of course, you go back to the 2021 team, a team that was undefeated, finished the regular season undefeated, went all the way to the semis and lost to Traverse City Central. But that was a Jeff Henson-led team that went 12-0 before running into Central. And, of course, this is a team that went all the way in 95, back in your era and mine, before losing to Lapeer West in the state title game in the Pontiac Silverdome. It's been a minute, but this team's got the kind of thunder and the kind of offense and ball control and mistake-free football that can get you there if you just play your game right.
Yeah, and they also got the type of crowd that's going to travel and support them, too.
That's right. That's right.
That goes a long way as well. So, I mean, kind of a perfect storm of brewing right here in South Lyon.
You bet. Been gracious host to us. We appreciate it.
Great press box.
No doubt. The people in the press box are pretty cool, too. Landon Kaminsky, the sophomore, on the carry.
South Lyon now is when minute 40 left is when he starts worrying about.
Want to thank Mike Teagan, the athletic director here at South Lyon, for all the support and great guidance. Want to thank my friend Byron Meyer of South Lyon, the Booster Club president. Does it all, spots, sells popcorn at halftime. He announced 29,000 seniors before the game.
And their parents, brothers, sisters, their
uncle,
college plans, their retirement funds, everything.
Stand up for Byron Meyer, one of South Lyon's finest. And we thank Mike Teagan. We thank Greg Michaels as well at South Lyon East, and we hope his son is well. His son is out of this game, and we hope Johnny Michaels is okay as well. And special thanks to Jeff Henson, and special thanks to Jacob Topp and all the great folks for making the broadcast possible. Of course, our sponsors, Soroki's, Aubrey's, and Ethos Physical Therapy and Human Performance. We thank them all. Thanks to Evan Westfall for putting up league standings one more time. Thank you, brother. You're the best. South Lyon has won this league 7-0, make it now 8-0 in league play, 9-0 overall. What a season for the Henson Lion gang. Another perfect year in the jungle, and they'll stay here. They've got the most points in the state, Stick. That matters when you have the most points in the state because you've got home field throughout as long as you can go.
Yeah, and that's why I was talking about the fans and the support that this city is going to give them. I mean, this is the type of city that they'll shut down on Friday nights. They'll have the ticker tape parade. Yep. It's a fun thing that they're building.
South Lyon has himself a nice punting game as well. And as Coach called it, the special teams, a big part of it. Jeff Henson, they're just so well coached in so many areas. Brody Tackett, again, getting one inside the 10, is third today.
Well, special teams is what kind of broke this game wide open, too.
That's right.
You know, as soon as South Lyon East got back into it, down 8, a kickoff return, and next thing you know, it's curtains. So special teams played a major role in this game, and then they had a blocked extra point as well. So all around, 3 phases, defense, offense, and special teams on display tonight.
Now the seniors getting some time coming into the ball game, everybody getting times and ovations. They'll send out one of the seniors, Nolan Anderson. Again, 22 seniors. And this is a senior class that won 2 games when they were sophomores. 2. They won 4 last year. And they're about to get their 9th here tonight.
You know what that's called? Coaching. Honestly.
Yep. Jeff Henson take a bow in his 10th year. Keeps the jungle happy for another week in the state of Michigan. Ben Holden will have our G of the game, sponsored by G Brand USA. And our good friend Brian Metallic. No surprise who that young man will be. stick. A dominating win for South Lyon, for South Lyon East. High hopes that they can still get in even with the loss.
I mean, they got to just hang their head on that first half. They can go toe-to-toe with South Lyon. The second half got away with them, and it all started with that interception. You take that one play away, I don't know how this one ends, Chad.
Yeah. Timeout on the field. This ball game is over. 28-6. The Lions go to 9-0. They stay perfect. The Cougars fall to 4-5. Couldn't pull the upset. Showed their fight. Had their moments. Will they get in? We'll find out in the selection show that Evan Stockton and Ben Holden will do on Sunday. We'll take a timeout. We're back with a postgame and the G of the game right after these.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato and Melting Moments ice cream sandwiches and so much more, Foodie-centric solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and for the future. Foodie-centric solutions at the center of all of what's important for your first to your last goal. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
The shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
This ball game is over 28-6. The South Lyon Lions have claimed the LVC. And it's been a minute. You got to go back to 2021 when they won it all. And we're a perfect 8-0 in league play. And they knocked off South Lyon East that year also in their capper in the regular season, 34-6. Tonight, 28-6. And a victorious G of the game, Newton, our G of the game, will be standing by with Ben Holden just coming up shortly. Evil Knievel Holden down there holding it down. But Newton with a big night, the return, but really this one was stamped in the beginning of the ball game when South Lyon would come down and they get the big gash from Lamati. And that was a big strike that would go quickly. And Lamati got him on the board, made the statement in the short drive. And then South Lyon would get themselves into plus territory. They get themselves into the red zone of the Lions or onto their side of the field at least a couple of times, but drives stalled out. And you got to credit the South Lyon defense that stepped up despite being outgained in the first half, and really for maybe half of the third quarter. They came out and stopped, and made stops, got turnovers, got 2 turnovers, +2. And that was big. They converted 7 points from those 2 turnovers, and that would go on to be a big part of this ball game and give them some comfort. We've got our G of the game standing by. Ben Holden is with our G now. His name's Tyler Newton. Benny, take it away, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Chad. Appreciate it. I got to ask you, we watched you guys running sprints. Like, what's this post-game routine you guys go through?
It's just a tradition here. We do every single win, 10-yard sprints.
That's it?
Yep.
All
This
right.
is tradition. Been here since a while.
Okay, so let's get this out of the way. G Brand USA, go ahead and put that on. Our G of the game, Tyler Newton, of course. And let's start with how this victory feels. You capped the regular season off undefeated, 9-0. What's that mean? What's that feel like for you and your teammates?
Feels great, you know. Great season with the boys. Us as a family, you know, just working hard in the off season, just putting in the work, and it's paying off.
Playing against South Lyon East, the familiarity, everyone knows everybody. I live here. I've lived here for 20 years. I get it. My son went to school here. What's it like to play in one of these games, and what are you feeling after this one?
It's electric, man. Just all the crowd showing out, you know, from the whole city. Just amazing, and it's just amazing to get the job done. And now we're moving on to the next steps, playoffs.
Electric is the word that Al Stalter told me about you when I asked him about you pregame. When you hear that, what's that mean from your OC, and how do you get that electricity every time you play?
I just really appreciate him saying that, and I gotta give the credit to him building this offense, and Bob Schlosky building this offense, brand new offense this year, putting in the work, you know, just a family, and I just work hard, and I don't even know, lost for words.
So good. As a running back, you love playing in this offense because you don't throw the ball much. Let's go through your 2 scoring plays. First, the one that really kind of broke this game open, the 83-yard kick return. Take me through that. What do you recall? What did you see? What happened on it?
On the first one, you know, they kicked it to me, and I tried cutting it back, but I knew it was open on the right, and just wasn't a hole there. Next time, coach said, definitely getting this one, and I just took it to the house.
And then on the 35-yard touchdown that completely sealed the game, walk me through that one.
You know, just buck right. It just works every time.
Buck right, that's it?
Yep, buck right. Guards, O-line, blocking perfectly. Really gotta give it to them this game.
Last thing for you, I know you guys will celebrate this. You'll find out who you're going to play on Sunday. Looking ahead to the playoffs, it's championship or bust for this program, isn't it?
Yep.
That's it?
Yep.
Simply put. All right. Tyler, great job tonight. Thanks for taking the time. Go celebrate with your teammates. All right, guys, 83-yard kick return, 35-yard rushing touchdown. He got the rock all night. You heard him there. Right buck, that was the play he scored on. Great win for South Lyon. They cap off a perfect regular season at 9-0. Back up to you guys.
Great work all night, Benny. Thank you very much. Tyler Newton, the junior, our G of the game, 5'9", $180, and he did it all. Special team return, touchdown run, and efficient on the night, and the top toter of the rock tonight for the Lions. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and put this baby to bed from South Lyon. Old gets it done tonight over East on the prep. Back after this. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
It's been a fun one. We appreciate everybody who made this broadcast possible for being a part of it tonight in South Lyon. Want to thank our executive producer, Evan Westfall. E-Dub getting a dub on the road, doing a great job. His buddy to his right, Dylan O'Connor, making his return trip to South Lyon. It was a good one. He had some sticky buttons. It wasn't his fault, I promise. Some good work with a man running the dials. Austin Sonnenberg doing some graphics, some audio, doing a little bit of everything, as he always does, back from Belfast. Better than ever. Brian Brule up top on camera 1. Kyle Buchanan, an ever steady camera 2. Mike Batchus, welcome back to the good side on camera 3. Corey Easterling on camera 4. Better late than never with CJ. He was fabulous. Sam Stick Day on color. He's already in Cayman Islands. Ben Holden on sidelines. He's halfway to the parking lot. Pat the Stats on statistics to my right. I don't know why he's still here. My name is Chad Bush. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Your final score, South Lyon 28, South Lyon East 6. So long.